Alabama's turnover numbers over the course of the season have been pretty good. There have been some games, though, where Bama hasn't taken care of the ball, and it's really hurt them. And it hurt bad in Gainesville, Florida, against the Gators. Now, this Arkansas team is not quite as good as the Gators on the defensive end, but Alabama's got to take care of the ball. Good ball movement, player movement, spacing, so important for Alabama against this Arkansas team. It's a matchup of two of the best backcourts in the country, so hopefully LeBaron Philon and company will have a big game on the offensive end, but it starts with ball security.
Keys to Victory, presented by Ford, coming your way next on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big tried-and-true advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators, to large agricultural equipment, they've got serious game. Plus, the tried-and-true Tri-Green team is always there when you need an assist. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast. Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider Podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide. The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
Keys to Victory are presented by Ford. You know, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer. Bryan, Passink, what are the keys defensively if Alabama's going to even things up in terms of the loss column with the Arkansas Razorbacks here tonight?
Well, it starts with perimeter defense against one of the best backcourts in the country and one of the youngest, in Darius Acuff Jr. and Malik Thomas, two of the best freshmen in college basketball. Darius Acuff projected to be a top 10 NBA pick. One of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons, there's close to 30 NBA scouts in the building here tonight, but he is a terrific player. The matchup between he and LeBaron Philon are going to be fun to watch, but I would imagine that Nate Oates will try different players besides LeBaron on Darius Acuff. He's been terrific this year. Malik Thomas fellow freshman, shooting the ball well. But Billy Richmond, the 6'6 sophomore, is coming off of one of his best games of the year. Had 25 points against the Auburn Tigers on Saturday. So this is a confident Arkansas team that's really clicking on the offensive end. Also for Alabama, got to get back defensively. Arkansas is one of the fastest teams in the country. Alabama is as well. Transition defense is going to be important on both sides.
That's been our Ford pregame show. Next up, the tip. Alabama and Arkansas, a pair of top 25 teams doing battle here at Coleman Coliseum. It's on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
This has been the Ford pregame show. Ford, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer. Crimson Tide Basketball is also brought to you by Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Get ready. The Alabama Crimson Tide hit the court next on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryan Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
At Alabama, you know what it takes to be the best. You don't win it all year after year by being a copycat. You do it by setting the standard, by being the original. And that's exactly what Guthrie's is, the original. The original chicken finger restaurant that started a Golden Fried dynasty. So keep the Golden Fried game day tradition alive with a gut box loaded with chicken fingers and that signature sauce. It's a winning combination every single time. Guthrie's, the original chicken finger restaurant.
Hey, college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Roll Tide. Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume. Must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through March 2nd, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Here we go. It's time for Alabama Crimson Tide basketball on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Throws it up. Oh! Mercy! And now a chance for the end. One.
Crimson Tide basketball is brought to you by Barkley Buick GMC, where Barkley makes it easy. Golden Flake, the official potato chip of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger restaurant, and a proud partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Auto Owners Insurance, Visit RollTide.com/auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent. Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app and win big this season. Conecuh Sausage, the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide. Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cook's today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. And by Ford, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Greatness starts here at your local Ford dealer.
Lets the defender go by, now launches a three, bottom, gets into the paint, got bumped, no whistle, shot is up, counted, and he is fouled for the lead. Bottom, oh, mercy for the tie, short, hallelujah, let's get out of here.
Now, turn it up. It's game time. Here's the voice of the Crimson Tide, Chris Stewart.
Our national anthem performed prior to the start of Alabama and Arkansas. Now here's Tony Giles with the introduction of the starters for the Razorbacks.
Welcome to Coleman Coliseum for tonight's Southeastern Conference game. Here are the starting lineups. First, our visitors from Fayetteville, Arkansas, the Razorbacks of the University of Arkansas. At guard, a 6'5 freshman, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 1, Malik Thomas. At guard, a 6'3 freshman from Detroit, Michigan, number 5, Darius Acup Jr. At forward, a 6'10 senior from Springfield, Illinois, number 7, Trevin Brazil. At forward, a 6'10 graduate from Seabrook, South Carolina, number 23, Nick Pringle. And at wing, a 6'6 sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 24, Billy Richmond III. Arkansas's assistant coaches are Chuck Martin and Brad Calipari. The associate head coaches are Kenny Payne and Chin Coleman, and the Razorbacks head coach is John Calipari.
Hey, we also want to honor tonight's West Shore Homes Warrior of the game, Staff Sergeant Bill Stripling. Staff Sergeant Stripling, is a United States Army veteran who served during the Vietnam War from 1967 to 1968. Through his years of service, he earned some of our nation's highest military honors, including the Good Conduct Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, the Air Medal with Oak Leaf Cluster, 2 Bronze Stars for Valor, the Purple Heart, the Combat Infantry Badge, and multiple other awards recognizing his bravery and service. He is also a proud 1977 graduate of the University of Alabama and a devoted Bama basketball fan. Thank you, Staff Sergeant Stripling, for your dedicated service to our country, and thank you to West Shore Homes for your continued support of Alabama basketball. Here's Tony again with the introduction of the Bama starters.
Now please stand and deliver a rolling tide for Alabama, starting 5. At forward, a 6'8 freshman from Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 5, Amari Allen. At forward, a 6'8 freshman from Bloomfield, Connecticut, number 6, London Jemison. At forward, a 6'11 sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, number 22, Aiden Sherrill. At guard, a 6'1 junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 2, Aiden Holloway. And at guard, a 6'4 sophomore from Mobile, Alabama, number 0, LeBaron Philon Jr. Head coaches are Preston Murphy, Bryan Adams, and Chris Fleming. And Alabama's head coach is Nate Oates. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alabama basketball.
Brian Passink, we mentioned him a little bit earlier, but the guy that frankly concerns me perhaps the most in this one, or besides the obvious, with the standout guard that they have in Acuff, I'm really concerned about Bama's ability to keep Nick Pringle off the glass, because with some other matchups you have, we know what Nick can do on the glass. He was a major part of Bama's Final Four team in that regard. He could be very dangerous in this game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And he's playing his best basketball in his 6th season of college hoops. And a guy that absolutely can get on the glass, does a great job, high pick and rolls, going to the basket. And defensively, he's been terrific for John Calipari. This is a really good Arkansas team that right now, the question in the SEC is, who is the second best team? Right now it's Florida. And there are teams that could catch Florida and pass Florida eventually. But who is that next team or two behind the Florida Gators? Right now, it's the Arkansas Razorbacks with Alabama right there. Vanderbilt and some others. Tennessee, another really good team. The SEC's deep. Doesn't have quite as top-heavy as it was a year ago, but Arkansas, Alabama, two of the best teams in this league. That's where the eyes of the country are tonight, watching this game, a big game for both teams.
Important indeed for the Tide as they take on this squad that comes in trying to keep their momentum going and in the process prevent Alabama from picking up victory number 5. The Hogs have won 3 straight. Bama has won 4, with Arkansas's wins coming at Mississippi State, at LSU, and then in Fayetteville against Auburn. Meanwhile, Alabama's victories as of late have come against Texas A&M and South Carolina at home, sandwiched around wins at Auburn and at Ole Miss. Chuck Jones, along with Don Daly, and also Doug Schals, our veteran crew, working tonight's ball game here in Tuscaloosa. We know a lot of you are listening as you're trying to find a last-second parking spot, make your way into Coleman Coliseum. We're glad and appreciate the effort you're making to be here as, again, a 6 o'clock tip. Not ideal for those that work outside the Tuscaloosa area. Heck, not that easy for those of you in town. But nonetheless, we appreciate those of you trying to make your way here and those that have already done so for this very important matchup. The Hogs wearing the road red, or Razorback red. Alabama the home white, the same unis they wore last game. New school, old school. New school Crimson Tide on the front. Uniforms that Bama wore at times in their Final Four run 2 years ago, but the old school elephant propped up against the A with a basketball on the shorts. A good look as we're ready. Chuck Jones at center court throws the ball in the air, and the tap is controlled by the Razorbacks, and they'll bring it front court with Acuff handing it off to Brazil, and now Acuff with the basketball again. Driving left side is Acuff, puts up the jumper off the bounce. He had a toe on the line, so that is a 2-point basket. But he does give the Hogs the early advantage. Bama coming the other way with Allen. Now to Sherrell. Aiden will hand it off to Philon. Plays through a little contact. Plays off of a screen now. Goes left. Flips it in the corner to Jemison. London will pick it up and hand it off to Sherrell. Shot clock down to 10. As Aiden will hand it off to Aiden Holloway, driving left open on the left side of the lane, got to the bucket and laid it in to tie it at 2 apiece.
Good initial defense by Arkansas, but Alabama stayed patient on the offensive end. Typically, they don't have to, but it paid off. Aiden Holloway with an easy lay-in.
Brazil to Thomas and then to Acuff. Acuff between the circles, comes to Thomas, driving in the lane, throws the lob underneath to Pringle, caught it, laid it in, and drew a foul from Sherrell in the process.
That's a beautiful pass inside from Malik Thomas. Got it up high. We talked about it in the pregame show. Nick Pringle can do that. Go up, catch alley-oops. A lot of contact. it was the right call. He was able to finish off the glass and in, and a potential three-point play.
Sherrill got his head turned. He was trying to find him, just didn't get the body on him before Nick was able to go up for the shot, got it to go in, and hits the free throw as well. So the and one for the Hogs give them the 5-2 advantage. Here comes Bama the other way, down by 3 early on. Pringle to Holloway to Allen, back to Sherrill, who throws it far side to Jemison. He'll drive and dish near side to Allen. Amari working against Richmond, trying to back his way into the paint. Does. Stops, spins, up and under. Count it, and he's fouled. And now it'll be Amari Allen trying to answer the and one of the Hogs with one of his own.
Back-to-back possessions where it looked like Arkansas had Alabama where they wanted him. But Amari Allen able to use his strength and patience, back his man down, take the contact. Didn't look like much was there, but he was able to muscle it up and in, and one opportunity coming up.
Richmond's first, team first on the Hogs. The and one good, and both sides have just matched each other. A couple of field goals followed by a couple of and ones, and with 18.5 minutes to go in the opening half of play, we got a 5-5 ball game. Thomas with the dribble to the near side, stops at the elbow, pull-up jumper is good. Both sides red hot, a little early on. Here is Philon the other way for Bama, gets to the right side, gets into the paint, drives, lays it up, missed it, and the rebound's controlled by Brazil, and now the Hogs want to run. Richmond steps through in the lane, puts it up and good with a left hand, and the Razorbacks haven't missed, and they've got a 9-5 lead. 2 minutes exactly into this one.
Alabama had the best look of the game so far. LeBaron Philon just missed an open layup. I think he thought the defender was coming over to block the shot.
Here's Philon with it now, right of the circle, dribbles to the wing, gives it off to Sherrill in the paint, throws the lob, and Jemison throws it home. Beautiful pass from Aiden to London, who brings it down, and it's a 2-point game, 9-7 Hogs with the ball in the lead.
There's not a lot of 6'11 centers who can make that play on the run. Beautiful pass from Sherrill.
Richmond misses the three, and here comes the Tide ripping and running. It's the little man Holloway leaving it for Philon. Back to Sherrill, back to Philon. He'll drive, stop, flip it over to Holloway. I'll take my chances with that all night long, and he knocks it home.
Target practice for Aiden Holloway. He was wide open. Alabama able to get out in transition, suck the defense into the lane. Holloway all by himself, got his feet set. Nothing but net.
First three of the game for the Crimson Tide. Razorbacks have it. Bama with a 1-point lead at 10-9. 3 minutes into this one. Richmond fires it over to the far side. Thomas to the top of the arc, to the elbow, spins, goes back right wing, gets a return feed from Richmond, now has it back beyond the arc. Down low he goes. Pringle puts it up, no good. Rebound claimed on the near side by Allen. Here comes Bama the other way, working it ahead to Jemison. London to the rack. Jemison throws it home. 12-9 Bama's. The Hogs hurry it out of the net, get the other way. Now they'll set it up as Bama filled in defensively. They pull up right side, jumper rolls off, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Allen. Here comes Amari the other way. No numbers, he'll stop on the wing, spots up, three, bottom.
He didn't have numbers until he did. He got past the initial defender. Nobody came and picked him up, and Alabama getting out in transition and extending the lead.
Timeout, Arkansas brings us to the media break. 16-16 remaining first half. We got a 15-9 score between Alabama and Arkansas. Good guys on top here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Tonight's game is sponsored by C Spire. C Spire is a proud partner of the Crimson Tide and reminds you that the best fiber lives where you do. Access cspire.com to learn more. Bama's up 6 early, 15-9, 16-16 to go in the first half. That game, of course, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And keep up with everything Alabama, the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app presented by Cadence Bank. Download it now for free at the App Store and Google Play. Bryan Passink, 6-point lead. So far, so good.
Yeah, pretty good offensively. Alabama hot from the perimeter and on the inside. Bama 6 for 7 to start the game, 86%. The only miss for the Crimson Tide has been pretty wide open layup by LeBaron Fallon. I think he thought the shot blocker was coming over, but what a start for Alabama on the offensive end. A 10-0 run over the last minute and a half. Pretty good start for the Razorbacks. Both teams want to get up and down. We thought we'd see a fun game. Two teams that want to play with pace. We've seen that in the early going. One of the keys to the game, transition defense. Alabama's hasn't been perfect, but it's been better than Arkansas's. Alabama has done most of their damage here recently in the fast break. You know, John Calipari in that Arkansas huddle's talking about getting back on defense, but Nate Oates probably saying similar things because both teams want to get up and down, two of the fastest teams in college basketball.
You take a look at Alabama from bank first, three-point range, as you mentioned, 2 for 2 early on. Not surprised given the fact that the Tide's converted 12 or more threes in 6 straight games, tying its longest streak under Nate Oates. And it's been amazing to see how much fun it is, this style under Nate Oates, but there is a method to it. It's not about jacking up threes. Get to the rim. If you can't get layups, get the open man for 3. We've seen both of those things occur for the Tide in these first 4 minutes.
Yeah, Nate Oates talked about it before the season. Felt like this could be the best shooting team he's ever had, and the numbers have not bared that out. But big reason for that is guys have been banged up. Hasn't had a full, healthy roster. He's getting closer to that, and Alabama has shot the ball better as a result. Arkansas leads the SEC in three-point percentage. They don't shoot the volume that Alabama does. Alabama leads the league in three-point makes. Arkansas in three-point percentage. They don't take many, but when they do, they usually connect.
Crimson Tide gets Latrell Reitzel Jr., Houston Millette, Taylor Bowen in the ball game as well as Richmond drives, pulls up at the elbow, short on the jumper. Bowen thought he had the rebound. Richmond knocked him down to get it, and possession, or the bucket I should say, goes for the Hogs as they were a little more physical there and able to get the bucket to go.
Taylor didn't block out, and Billy Richmond made him pay for it. A physical play on the offensive end by the Razorbacks.
Here's Allen with the basketball left to the circle, driving, dishing into the corner. Bowen a dribble and a handoff goes to Fallon. LeBaron stopping on the low block. Tough leaner off the window, wouldn't go. Rebound tipped out, but right into the hands of Acuff. He'll drive the other way, gets to the rim, lays it up and in for 2. Explosive move to make it a 2-point game. 15-13 now with 15:20 to go in the first half on the clock. Bowen, top of the arc for 3, short, and the rebound claimed again by Acuff. He's getting everything on both ends. Acuff brings it front court, feeds it right wing, gets an immediate pass back. Fires it left side to Richmond, who drives into the lane. Leaner with the left hand is good, and a 6-0 run by the Hogs ties it up at 15-all with 15 minutes exactly to go here in the opening half. Amari Allen on the drive, gets to the lane, flipped it up, missed it, rebounded his own miss, lays it up again, and got it to go.
Great effort by Amari Allen, but Alabama now has missed 2 wide open layups. Not sure that one may have slipped out of his hands. He was all by himself, but fortunately got it back.
Like he went for a little extra style on the finger roll and shot it right over the rim when he did so. The runner missed by Acuff, and here comes Bama the other way. Left wing Fallon surveying the floor, calls for a screen, doesn't get it, flips it out to Allen. Back over to Fallon. Now he wants a screen from Amari, does get it, slips it, stops, shoots a 3, hits it. Bama knocking down another bank first 3. The Tide 3 of 3 from the arc, and Alabama now is 3 of 4, excuse me, now with a 20-15 advantage. Richmond left alone, 17 feet out, misses the jumper, rebound tipped into the hands of Millette, flips it over to Fallon, and we're running. LeBaron stops, leans, throws it over to Bull Bowen. Back now to Phylon, center of the floor. He'll work to the left wing, has a defender on his hip. Drives, stops, looks, near side Millette. Squares up, shoots, misses the three. Rebound claimed again on the weak side by Acuff. He'll run to the other end of the floor. He'll go to the rack, and he'll lay it in. Man, he has been a one-man show on both ends of the floor for the Hogs.
Got to stop the ball when Darius Acuff has it. Easier said than done. Alabama's been in pretty good defensive position on a couple of occasions, but Acuff ends up with a lay-in.
Allen for three. No good. May have rushed that one a little bit or forced it. Here comes Arkansas the other way, down three. Acuff with it, working down the lane again. Had it stripped by Reitzel. It went off his leg, we thought out of bounds. But Chuck Jones says, nope, it's going to be Arkansas basketball, and not much argument from the Bama side, as we'll see Holloway check in for Phylon, and we'll also see Sherrell check in for Amari Allen for the Crimson Tide. The Hogs will make a change as well, getting Malik Ewan into the game, replacing Nick Pringle. So 20-17, still our score. Bama on top, but Arkansas with the ball with 13-12 to go in the opening half. Ball thrown into the left corner, but deflected out of bounds by Jemison. Good play by London, keeping it away from Trevin Brazil, but the Hogs will inbound it now in the left corner. Side court, actually, in front of the Bama bench. Wagner to inbound it, gets it to Brazil, and then back out to Acuff. Reitzel drawing the assignment on the All-Star for the Hogs. They flip it right of the circle to Brazil. He'll drive in high. Runner off the glass is good. Nice bucket there to make it a one-point game. Bama the ball in the slimmest of leads. Here's Holloway. Back to Sherrell. Pivots. Dribbles to his right a couple of times. A third. And then a handoff literally to Millette, who got clotheslined. No whistle there for either side. Both head coaches upset that there was no whistle on either team. Here comes Reitzel now. Luttrell working. Shot clock down to 6. Runner blocked by Acuff and then knocked out of bounds by Jemison. They're going to call him for a foul.
That's a really good defensive possession by Arkansas. Nate Oates didn't like the fact that a foul wasn't called. John Calipari complaining as well, but looked like it was a hold as Alabama was trying to run a high pick and roll. Arkansas physical on both ends of the floor, and Alabama doesn't end up with a very good shot.
If this were football, it'd been 15 yards for the clothesline, and maybe looking at a replay for a possible ejection for contact above the shoulders. We've got a 20-19 score. Bama up by 1, but Arkansas's got the ball with 12:21 and ticking. Time left, opening half here at Coleman Coliseum. Jalil Bethia now drawing the assignment on Acuff. Step back, fall away jumper good from 18 feet, and the Hogs have gone back up. It's 21-20. Nearing the 12-minute mark of the first half. Here is Holloway to Sherrell in the paint. Gets under control as he often does, but flips it out to Millette as they did a good job defensively. The Hogs did on the Bama big man. To Holloway going left, stopping, looking, playing off the screen, gives it inside to Sherrell, steps through 2 defenders, laid it up and had it blocked by Brazil. Here come the Hogs the other way, stopping right side, shooting and nailing the 3 is Malik Thomas. And Arkansas, huge transition there to go up 4.
It was a great move by Aiden Sherrell, but a better defensive play.
He goes to the rack this time, had it blocked, but they say that he was indeed fouled. Thought he got fouled earlier. They didn't call it the previous trip. They do this time as the duck went in and then popped out as he got hacked on the arm. Free throws upcoming for Alabama when we return to Tuscaloosa. 24-20, Razorbacks with the lead here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
11:28 to go in the first half. Bama trails by 4 to Arkansas, 24-20. The Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education is a proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide. Learn more at children.alabama.gov. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Bryan, Passink. We are in the broadcast perch. BP, not to state the obvious, but Bama's got his hands full here.
I
couldn't understand what, yeah.
Sorry.
But Darius,
you don't listen anyway.
No, I
we
was.
were both listening.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said Bama's, but not to state the obvious, but Bama's got his hands full here with Arkansas.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, hands full. Hands are full, for sure. This is a really good Arkansas team, and Darius Acuff, one of the best guards in the country. He's got 8 points, 4 for 6. Bama's not had many answers for him. Offensively, Alabama's done, for the most part, a pretty good job of getting the shots they wanted, but 0 for their last 4. The interior defense of Arkansas paying off. Trevin Brazil able to block the shot, the dunk attempt by Aiden Sherrill, going the other direction for Arkansas. Transition defense so important in this game. Alabama's done a decent job of it, but Darius Acuff, Malik Thomas, 2 of the best freshmen in the country, getting hot here early.
Again, 11:28 on the game clock here in the first half of play. Arkansas 11 of 17 from the field. Bama 8 of 16. And while they have made the only 3-point attempt they've had, Alabama 3 of 6 so far. The free throws even at 1 apiece. The rebounds favoring the Hogs 8 to 6. But man, a 9-0 run in 2 minutes for them, combined with Alabama, obviously, as would coincide in a 9-0 run. Bama no points in the last 250. A little surprising to see Bama get quiet, but it's been Arkansas's defense that's been the reason.
Yeah, they're really athletic and long on the inside, and they've given Alabama some trouble. Fortunately, Aiden Sherrill's at the free throw line. Looked like he was going to have a couple of dunks, but the great block by Trevin Brazil that started the Arkansas fast break. And again, Bama goes inside to their big man. Aiden Sherrill goes up, not able to convert, but he'll go to the line for 2 and try to end this 9-0 Arkansas run.
At the stripe for the Crimson Tide is indeed Aiden Sherrill. His first attempt hits off the left side of the iron. And he'll have another attempt upcoming. And he gets that one to go. So 1 of 2 for Sherrill. His first point of the game, and it's 24-21. Hogs with it. Acuff driving left side, puts it up. They have been partially blocked by Sherrill. The miss controlled by Bama. The Tide brings it ahead. Holloway to the left side, stops on the wing, and then he gets pushed. They whistle that one on the Razorbacks and DJ Wagner.
Jalil Bethea once again getting early minutes. Went through a span where he didn't play. And one of the reasons why is Nate Oates challenged him to get better on the defensive end. He comes in and he's guarding Darius Acuff. Tells you he's done a better job defensively in practice.
Inbounds pass by Allen, deflected, but thankfully picked back up by Alabama. Now it's Jemison driving to the lane and puts it up with a left hand. A great move there, and Bama fortunate to get to that trip. Here come the Razorbacks the other way as Acuff will stop on the near wing. Gives it off top of the circle to Ewan. Now they'll try 3 and knock it home. Thomas gets it to go, and it's a 4-point lead again for the Hogs at 27-23. Bethea trying to work against Acuff, picks it up, throws it away. Terrible pass. I don't know if it slipped out of his hand or what went wrong there, but it was behind Aiden Holloway, and all the way into backcourt and then out of bounds. And really, even though that was a ball that may have slipped, he was hurried on that play by Acuff. He is truly tough on both ends of the floor. Hogs with it, getting it to Brazil. Now to the man running into the lane and putting up the leaner and getting it to go. That's Thomas. He had a three, and now the leaner, and it's a 6-point Razorback advantage. Allen fakes a three. Now he'll drive and throw it near side. Bolbo and wide open three, in and out, no good. Rebound narrowly claimed by Jemison. They're going to get him, unfortunately, for a trip as he fell. So too did the Razorback right into him. That was Wagner who tripped over Jemison, and that will be a foul on London. That'll be his second. And with 10:04 to go in the first half, the Razorbacks have scored 6 of their last 7 trips down the floor and have a 6-point lead.
Yeah, shooting 65% from the field in the first half. Alabama's got to get better on the defensive end.
Hogs come to the near wing, and once again trying a three, but missing it this time was Thomas, but they claim the rebound. They work it back out onto the wing for Acuff, and he knocks down another one, and it is a 9-point lead now for Arkansas. An 8-0 run in the last minute after they'd already taken the lead. Here's Allen trying to work against Richmond. Hands it off to Phylon. LeBaron, hesitation move, stops, needs help. Still needs help. A bounce pass to Millette, fires it to Bolbowen, driving to the rim, reverse layup blocked. And here comes Arkansas the other way. Ewan challenged it even if he didn't get the block. Here comes the drive, the kick, right side, another open three, and another make for Thomas. He is absolutely scorching us at the moment. He's got 13 points, and Arkansas's got a 35-23 lead with 9 minutes to go in the half. Allen trying to answer for three, missed it, and the rebound again controlled by the Hogs. Ewan throwing it ahead to Richmond, who gets the run-out layup, and it's a 14-point lead. 37-23 Razorbacks, 13-0 run in the last 2 minutes, and a foul is going to be whistled on the Hogs. Thankfully, that's on Acuff, as the foul stops the momentum with 8:44 to go in the half.
What a start by the Arkansas freshman. Acuff with 11 points, 5 for 8 from the field, and Malik Thomas 5 for 6. He's got 13, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. Alabama, no answers on the defensive end.
Allen fires it into the paint. Sherrill pump fake, layup, got it to go. That ends the 13-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Bama on the board, but down 12, 37-25. Richmond with the basketball for the Hogs, near wing. Skip pass over to the big man Ewan. Back they go to Thomas. Thomas, back heel, feed it to Wagner. Drives into the lane, gives it off to Richmond. Flips it out near side. Thomas steps to the left, had his 3 attempt blocked by Allen. Into the hands, though, of Richmond, and he gets the jumper to go from 8 feet.
Great effort by Amari Allen. Just the block went to the wrong spot. Arkansas continues their hot streak on the offensive end.
Phylon hits the bank first 3. That'll be Bama's 4th in 9 tries, and it hopefully gets the crowd back in it now. Tied down 11, 7:44 to go in the half. We're due a media timeout on the next dead ball. Wagner with it, working against Millette. Wagner, a bounce pass over to Thomas. Thomas, a bounce pass now to Acuff. Acuff, center of the floor, fires it with the left hand. Left corner, open 3 missed by Wagner. The rebound controlled by Allen. Here comes Amari, ahead to Reitzel. Luttrell, back over to Allen. A deep 3, bottom. He's knocked down a couple of bank first threes. Amari now with 11 points, and Alabama to within 8 with 7:10 to go first half.
Little 6-0 run for Alabama. Offense has not been the problem. Got to get stops.
They get one there. Bama coming the other way. The 2-on-1. Millette near side. Fakes a 3. Back to Phylon for the triple. Too strong. Rebound run down by Amari in the corner. Allen back to Phylon. Tries it again. missed it again. Rebound, Millett inside, had it stripped, got it back, flips it over. Reitzel back to Millett, and Reitzel is fouled before the ball got to Houston. That looked more like Alabama, but the scoreboard still favors the Razorbacks. 6:41 to go before intermission. 39-31. Hogs with the lead here in Tuscaloosa on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
When it comes to land care, you need equipment that's a slam dunk every time. At Tri-Green Equipment, we provide the tried and true support you need for your John Deere gear. Just like the Alabama Crimson Tide, we're always ready to assist you in making those game-winning plays. Visit us today and experience the unbeatable support that keeps you in the game. Tri-Green Equipment, proud sponsor of Crimson Tide basketball.
Arkansas 39, Bama 31, 6:41 to go in the first half. Tournament season is nearly on us, and every tip-off deserves a toast with Evan Williams Bourbon. Whether you're raising a glass before the game, enjoying it with your favorite game day spread, or celebrating a buzzer-beater upset, it's always the right pour. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle for your next game day. Evan Williams, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky. Enjoy responsibly. Well, the last couple of trips to BP, things looking better. Bama gets some stops, still making shots, and Kedate.
Well, the key is getting stops, and Alabama has not gotten nearly enough in the first half. Thankfully, they've been able to the last few possessions. Bama on a quick 6-0 run, but it's been all Arkansas here in the first half, shooting 63%, 17 for 27 from the field, 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. And the trio of Acuff, Thomas, and Billy Richmond, those guys are leading the way for Arkansas already in double figures. Richmond coming off a 25-point performance against Auburn. He has 10. Darius Acuff with 11, and Malik Thomas 13. Most of his damage coming from the three-point line.
You look at what Amari Allen has done in filling up the stat sheet as he always does, Bryan, in 12 minutes of work. You know, we talk about athleticism, but hustle and toughness from that young man is what makes him truly one of the top not only college players right now, but prospects potentially in the NBA draft.
Yeah, we talked about close to 30 NBA scouts in the building for this game, and obviously here to see Darius Acuff Jr., LeBaron Philon, but also Amari Allen, who's projected to be a first-round draft pick in this spring's NBA draft, or this summer's NBA draft, and he's impressing the scouts right now. He's been terrific. 11 points, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, doing everything for Alabama. But right now, this Alabama team has been up and down on the defensive end. They've been better defensively the last 4 games. One of the reasons why Bama's reeled off 4 straight, but got to be better against one of the nation's best offensive teams in Arkansas.
Tide inbounds it. Allen to Philon. He'll drive left, and a hole is going to be whistled on the Hogs. That's Trevin Brazil. Had the hands, 2 hands on him defensively, and that is the no-no. They'll allow a certain amount of hand checking if it's 1 hand, but if you go 2 and it's definitely impeding progress towards the basket, they're going to blow the whistle.
Well, it was the ball fake that got Trevin Brazil off balance by LeBaron Philon, the 16th foul, so be shooting it the rest of the half.
Here's Philon with it again, near wing, great bounce pass inside. Sherrell had it knocked away. Nate Oates wanted a foul. So too did Sherrell and the Bama fans, but here come the Hogs the other way. Acuff trying to circle away from Reitzel, brings it out high to the center of the floor. Now he'll flip it over to Pringle. Nick will pivot. He'll dribble to his left. He'll give it to Acuff on the left wing. Reitzel defending him well. Now they'll work it onto the right wing, and Wagner Gives it back now to Brazil. Driving the lane, puts up the runner, and got it to go. A tough contested shot against 2 defenders, and the lead goes back to 10. Here's Bama the other way with Phylon. LeBaron inside. Sherrill puts it up, laid it in, count it, and he's fouled by Nick Pringle.
What a play by Aiden Sherrill, able to use his big body, take his time, had the angle to the basket, hung in the air just long enough to take the contact from Pringle off the glass and in, and a chance for a big three-point play.
So now Sherrill, who's got 3 points in the game after making his first field goal. Hits the free throw as well. Used a lot of rim on that one, but we don't care in the least. It still counts, and the Tide is to within 7 again. 5:45 to go in the half. 41-34 Razorbacks. Brazil with the basketball out high to Acuff now directing traffic as Phylon draws the assignment on him. Acuff on the switch. It's Reitzel now with him. Bama
is
looking like they're a little
zone?
Good Lord, they are, and they won't be again, I don't think, as that one was busted by Acuff, who hits the 3. A rare zone look from Nate Oates, and that's one of the reasons why they left the shooter open. From deep, here now is Allen. Allen on the drive, caught in the air, but found Phylon at the last moment. He drives into the lane, the runner is up and good, and Bama's back to within 8. I think we're both still shocked that Nate went zone for a trip.
Like it looks like a zone,
yep.
But surely we're not in a zone.
Either we're in a zone or we got 3 guys confused just standing around. Here now is Acuff on the drive down the lane, kicks it into the corner. One more pass, Brazil, open 3 short, rebounded again by Allen, that's his 7th. Amari brings it himself, near side Reitzel, steps into a 3, too strong. Rebound with one hand by the Tide and Sherrill, and a whistle and a late walk is called by Chuck Jones. That is a tough whistle there. Aiden Sherrill caught it, was falling, but unloaded the ball before he had a chance to walk, or so we thought, but not the way Chuck Jones saw it. And that will give it back to the Hogs.
Great effort by Aiden Sherrill, an awkward looking play. And it was more the timing of the call than anything.
Here come the Hogs off the bounce. 15-footer, no good. Rims out. Scramble for the loose ball. Picked up by Sherrill. Bama down 8. 4:20 to go in the half. Here comes Holloway. Over to Allen to Phylon now. Phylon wanted to go baseline. Can he get there? He'll get pushed left. He'll drive into the lane. He'll get to the rim. He'll shoot it off the glass and miss it, but he is fouled and will go to the line for a pair of free throws with 4:10 on the first half game clock.
Nice job by LeBaron Phylon to continue to probe. Probably felt like he got fouled a couple of times driving to the basket. Arkansas physical against the ball handler, but it worked out that they didn't call it because now he ends up with 2 shots instead of a 1-and-1.
John Calipari pretty animated in his conversation with Doug Shouse, who's doing his best to ignore him right now as the free throw is up and good by Phylon. Pringle will check out of the game. As coming in for Alabama will be Noah Williamson. He will check in and replace Aiden Sherrill for the Crimson Tide. Williamson, the transfer from Bucknell, Patriot League Player of the Year, 7 feet, 255, as the free throw by Phylon is missed. And immediately Williamson is called for a rebounding foul, trying to get the loose ball. Nate Oates still mad with Chuck over the traveling call the previous possession. 4:07 and moving. Time left. First half action in Tuscaloosa. Arkansas 44-37 lead, trying to add to it. Right wing 3 short, but the rebound goes right to Thomas. Now they'll try another 3. Missing it again was Acuff now, and here's Bama coming the other way. It'll be Holloway near side. Flips it over to Phylon, to Allen. Fakes a 3, steps back, lets it fly. Too strong. Rebound controlled by Brazil, and the Hogs will come the other way. 44-37. 3:35 to go in the half. They try a 3, missing it again, and Allen gets another rebound. He's got 9 in the first half for Alabama already. Now driving is Reitzel. He'll back it beyond the arc. Luttrell to his right, going downhill, pump fake once, twice, needs help, finds Phylon, back out to Reitzel, drives into the lane, puts it up with a right hand and got it to go over the iron for two.
Good unselfish basketball by the Alabama backcourt. LeBaron Phylon to Luttrell Reitzel. And Phylon gets it to Reitzel for the floater. Bama needs to put some stops together with 3 minutes to go till half.
Hogs 0 for their last 5, and Bama's pulled to within 5 as the Razorbacks drive and dish into the corner to Wagner. He'll bring it to the elbow, gives it off right side Thomas for 3, and he hits another one. Thomas lighted up this first half. He's got 16 points, including 4 of 5 from deep. Bama the other way. Phylon left alone and gets down the lane for a layup to cut it back to a 6-point contest. 47-41, 2:25 and ticking time left here in the opening half.
LeBaron Phylon starting to get into a groove on the offensive end, getting past the initial defender, getting in the lane, making plays for himself and teammates.
Acuff driving, puts it up. They're going to call Reitzel for a foul. He's only a freshman, but boy, he's got some veteran moves, does Darius Acuff Jr. Timeout with 2:11 to go in the half. Arkansas 47, Alabama 41. Here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Tonight's game is sponsored by C-Spire. C-Spire is a proud partner of the Crimson Tide and reminds you that the best fiber lives where you do. Access cspire.com to learn more. Bama down 6, 47-41, 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first half. Stay with us at the half for the Toyota Halftime Report with first half stats, scores from around the SEC, and a quick chat with Coach Nate Oates, presented by Cook's Pest Control. Bama's got it kind of back in range, BP.
Yeah, it's hard to be where you want to be when you're giving up 57% field goal shooting, which is what Arkansas is knocking down right now. This Arkansas team leads the SEC in field goal percentage and three-point percentage, and they are better than their averages here tonight. 57% from the field, 55% from 3, and it's been the freshman duo of Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas. They've got a combined 30 points in this game on field goals. 6 for 8 for Thomas, 6 for 11 for Acuff. Billy Richmond picking up where he left off against the Auburn Tigers, had 25 in that game. He's got 10 in this one, but good news for Alabama. LeBaron Phylon starting to heat up, 4 for 8 from the field. He's got 11, and Amari Allen doing it all. 11 points, 9 rebounds, 1 board away from a double-double with 2 minutes to go in the first half. One of the best freshmen in the country to go along with Thomas and Acuff on the Arkansas side. But if Alabama wants to win this game, it's got to start on the defensive end. We know about the high-powered offense. Great to see LeBaron Phylon get going, but Bama's got to slow down this offensive attack for Arkansas. An important 2 minutes, 11 seconds going into halftime. Arkansas's been in control through most of the first half, but hopefully Alabama can get some momentum going into halftime.
May have heard a minute or so ago during this timeout, a huge round of applause from the crowd here at Coleman Coliseum. It was for Doris Lemingoli, one of the top, most decorated student athletes in the history of Alabama athletics. She just won the equivalent of the Heisman Trophy for track and field this past year, and off to a great start for the 2025-2026 campaign as well. She just was named for the umpteenth time, I believe, the SEC Co-Athlete of the Week for track and field on the female side. And Doris, again, a great representative of the University of Alabama and the track and field program for the Crimson Tide, getting a well-deserved round of applause for her efforts. Even if you don't follow track at the University of Alabama around campus, everybody knows who Doris is because of all of her success. Free throw up and good for Arkansas. Darius Acuff Jr. having a great half with 14 points now, but it's Thomas with 16 that's leading the way. Both of them good, and now Acuff with the 2 free throws has 15 on the evening. So an 8-point Razorback lead with 2 minutes remaining in the half. Here's Allen with it, far wing for Alabama. Facing the basket, trying to drive left. Cut off initially by Brazil. Now he'll get into the paint, he'll spin, he'll stop. He'll flip it over to Sherrill, back out. Allen for 3, too strong off the back iron. Rebound batted around and controlled by Arkansas. Hogs hurry the other way. Acuff, 3, bottom. Scramble play, they found him open on the left wing, or transition play, I should say, and they found their top threat. He's got it to an 11-point Arkansas lead, but Sherrill, aggressive, goes to the rack and lays it in. Or excuse me, Holloway to the rim, lays it in. Had the wrong Aiden on my mind, forgive me.
What a performance by these freshman guards from Arkansas. Acuff with 19 now, Thomas with 16. Fortunately, Alabama's been able to keep pace, shooting 50% for the half and down 9. It has been a show on the perimeter from the Arkansas Razorbacks. Razorbacks shooting close to 60% from the three-point line, 7 for 12 here in the first half.
Impressive indeed, as Arkansas has it front court, 2 hour left. Acuff playing off of the screen, left alone again, hits a 3 again. Sherrill tried to, or excuse me, Reitzel tried to go over the top of the screen out high and was not able to get back and catch up to him, and the lead's at 12 for the Hogs. Reitzel with it, trying to drive, stopping at the elbow, kicks it back out to Holloway. Holloway working against the defender, goes underneath the basket, tight ropes the baseline, flips it over to Reitzel, lets it fly from deep, too strong. Rebound play by Sherrill, and he throws it home for 2.
Great effort by Aiden Sherrill. Alabama did not end up with a great look, but Sherrill getting on the offensive glass. Big bucket for Bama with under 30 seconds to play.
10-point lead, 25 seconds to go in this half. Razorbacks work it left side into the corner. They'll feed it to Wagner. Wagner left alone on the wing, drives into the lane, puts it up with the right hand, got it to go. 13 seconds to go before intermission, 57-45. Arkansas with the lead, Bama with the basketball. Out high with it is Holloway. Aiden driving into the lane, puts up the leaner, got it to go. As the buzzer sounds, the half ends, and Arkansas will go to the locker room with a 10-point lead, but Bama a little momentum as the half closes to get it back to within double digits. Bryan Passink working hard, catching up with Nate Oates.
On the first half. Defense awful, especially on the guards. I mean, they got 22 and 16, 38 points in the backcourt. They got 57 in the half, man. We got to pick our defense up. It's been a disaster in the first half. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Bryan, for the hustle, and thank you to Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press. Call Cook today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. Again, at intermission, it's Arkansas by 10, 57-47 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, Tide fans. This is Chris Stewart for Conecuh Sausage. Conecuh's an Alabama fan favorite we all know and love. It's made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition, and the official smoked sausage of the Crimson Tide.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get 2.49% APR for 36 months on a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through March 2nd, 2026. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $28.86 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Sick of gray, gloomy winter hibernation? At Kohl's, you can make spring come early with colorful accents that brighten up your home, like vibrant cookware and decor, cozy bedding and towels. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save 15% on home purchases. So shop Kohl's Home Refresh and move on to spring. The weather will catch up eventually. Select styles. Offer ends March 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Crimson Tide Basketball is brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Barkley Buick GMC, where Barkley makes it easy. Auto Owners Insurance. Visit RollTide.com/auto owners to partner with an independent Alabama agent. The Soup Store, the best place in town to get all your Alabama gear. And by Cook's Pest Control. Give pests the full court press and call Cook's today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. Welcome to the Toyota Halftime Report. Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go places.
Halftime, Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa, where Arkansas has taken a 10-point lead into the locker room. 57-47 is the score for the 17th ranked Hogs. Alabama ranked 25th this week is trying to find a way to get some stops, as Nate Oates talked about at the end of half number one. The Hogs led by the 22-point effort of Darius Acuff. They've gotten 16 from Malik Thomas, 10 from Billy Richmond III. Trevin Brazil had 4, Nick Pringle with 3, and DJ Wagner with 2. Meanwhile, Bama got an incredible half from Amari Allen. He had 11 points, but 9 first-half rebounds as well. LeBaron Philon with 11 points and a couple of assists. 6 points from London Jemison, 8 from Aiden Sherrill, 9 from Aiden Holloway, and 2 from Latrell Reitzel Jr. Taylor Bowen, Houston Millette, Jalil Bethia, Noah Williamson all played but did not score for the Crimson Tide. Again, we are at halftime here at Coleman Coliseum, and this is your Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore setoyota.com today, and no matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. Let's go to our break at halftime, where Alabama trails Arkansas 57-47 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live booth and courtside cams, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus replays of Crimson Tide Rewind. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes, coaches, and media members that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Crimson Tide.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Alabama Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Did you know that at Chevron, you can fuel up on unbeatable mileage and savings? With Chevron Rewards, you'll get 25 cents off per gallon on your next 5 visits. All you have to do is download the Chevron app and join to start saving on fuel. Then you can keep fueling up on other things like adventure, memories, vacations, daycations, quality time, and so many other possibilities. Head to your nearest Chevron station to fuel up and get rewarded today. Terms apply. See ChevronTexcoRewards.com for more details.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Alabama. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Alabama Power scoreboard update. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Crimson Tide. Halftime at Coleman. Bama trailing Arkansas 57-47. We're tracking a couple of other SEC games tonight in Knoxville. Tennessee is up on Oklahoma at the half, 45-36. Also at the half, College Station, Texas A&M is trailing Ole Miss 37-33. We'll take a look at team stats next. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Coach Oates, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding, didn't quit, and found a way to deliver another victory.
Like Ford F-Series trucks.
Right. The way you become America's best-selling truck for 48 consecutive years is delivering legendary performance and capability in the big moments, like today.
Thanks, Coach. For great offers on a new Ford truck, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Alabama basketball.
Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 through 2024 calendar year industry-reported total sales.
Tide fans, Golden Flake Snacks have been a proud partner with the Tide family for 68 years. The South's go-to potato chips, Golden Flake Snacks, are delicious fan favorites because they are crafted from traditional Southern recipes. Whether it's the tangy punch of sweet-heat potato chips or the fiery bite of Louisiana hot pork rinds, Golden Flake are a winning combination with Alabama basketball. Share Golden Flake Snacks with your Tide family and friends. Simple, Southern goodness. That's Golden Flake.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Techron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Techron, fueled by possibility.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Back at Coleman. Bama trails Arkansas at the half 57-47 halftime stats. Shooting percentage, Bama 50% overall, 31 from bank first three land, 4 of 6 for the foul line for Arkansas, 59% overall, 62 outside the arc, 3 of 3 from the stripe. Team rebounding, Arkansas leads at 18-16. Turnovers, Bama 2. Hogs with 1. Again at the half, Bama trails Arkansas 57-47. That does it for the Toyota halftime report. Second half's coming right up. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
To rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Basketball at Alabama means one thing: time to dunk. And we're not just talking about on the court. At Fusakli's, we're dunking our hand-battered chicken fingers straight into our house-made sauces and washing it down with our fresh squeezed lemonade. Whether you're heading to Coleman Coliseum or watching from home, make Fusakli's your pregame stop. Hot, fresh, and made to order just the way Tide fans like it. Fusakli's, proud partner of the Crimson Tide.
1225 is your ultimate game day destination. Catch the game on one of their 35 big screen high-def TVs, combined with an extensive menu of mouth-watering food and refreshing drinks. Juicy burgers, crispy wings, craft beers, signature cocktails. 1225, where the energy is high, the screens are massive, and the excitement is contagious. Visit 1225 on the Strip in Tuscaloosa, less than 2 blocks from Bryan Stadium. 1225 Sports Bar, where sports, food, and fun collide.
Looking to make a statement? Fast Signs of Tuscaloosa is more than fast and more than signs. With our incredible range of signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com. A proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Let's create something amazing together.
This has been the Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore Toyota.com today. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. The second half is just moments away. Roll Tide.
Bama down 10 at the half, 57-47. What to look for in the second half, presented by Citgo. Bold past, bright future. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Bryan, Passink, Roger Hoover going to join us in the second half after baseball wrap. BP. Second half might want to consider guarding Acuff and Thomas for starters.
Yeah, guarding anybody. And look, Alabama shoots 51% in the first half, makes 5 threes, scores 47 points, and is down double digits. And to quote our head coach, the first half's defensive performance was a disaster. And the good news is, with the pace of play of both teams, 10 points is nothing in a game like this if you start guarding. Alabama has to do a much better job, to say the least. Can't give up 57 points in a half. What Bama's doing offensively is good enough to beat anybody. But you got to guard. Easier said than done against a high-powered Arkansas offense, one of the best backcourts in the country, with Malik Thomas, who's gotten hot from three, 4 for 5 from the three-point line. He's got 16 points, but Darius Acuff, one of the best guards in America, one of the top freshmen. He'll be a one-and-done, probably a top 10, top 5 NBA draft pick the way he's playing. 22 first-half points, 8 for 13. He was 4 for 5 from deep as well. The freshman for Arkansas, a combined 8 for 10 from beyond the arc. Alabama's perimeter defense was terrible the first 20 minutes. If you can put some stops together, do a better job offensively, we know what Bama can do on the offensive end, but it starts defensively. And with a 10-point lead, can't let that get any worse. Bama needs a quick start here in the second half.
It's an Arkansas team that coming into the ball game was shooting 37% from beyond the arc, 61% in half number 1 of this game. The Tide, which was phenomenal in its last game, almost 60% late in the first half, of its victory against South Carolina, just 31%. Again, it's a team that's shooting 36% from deep on the year. The first trip hopefully will be a profitable one for Alabama as the Tide trails by 10. And Bama will have possession first. Inbounding it right at center court in just a moment will be Aiden Holloway. Holloway, Jemison, Sherrell, Philon, and Allen, the 5 for Alabama. Allen with it, top of the arc, actually between the circles. He'll drive left. He'll fling it over to the right side. It was immediately stolen. Stepping into the passing lane and getting away with a walk, I think, on his way to the rim and throwing it down was Trevin Brazil. And just like that, Bama gives away an easy bucket on the other end. Here now is Holloway. Driving to his right, getting downhill, hands it off, or tried to Sherrell, lost it, got it back. Bama works it to Allen, a bounce pass over to Philon. Fakes a shot, drives in, hands it off, and Sherrell will slam it in for 2.
Great job by LeBaron. Philon drew the defense. Beautiful bounce pass into Aiden Sherrell for the easy dunk. Bama needs stops.
19-12 and ticking. Time left here in regulation. Bama trails it by 10 as they did at intermission. Driving to the baseline was Thomas, flips it back out. They get it down low to Pringle. He'll spin, he'll shoot wildly and miss, and the rebound claimed by Jemison. Throws it out to Allen, back over to Jemison right side. London will fake a pass, drives, gets cut off, and flips it outside to Holloway. Bounce pass, a good one to Sherrell, back to Jemison. Right corner 3, no good. Rebound though, Allen lays it up, count it, and he is fouled. A missed box out by Arkansas. Allen was all alone, got the bucket. They fouled him from behind, and the Tide can get it to 7 if the and one is good.
Well, I don't know if it was Arkansas missing the box out as much as it was Amari Allen with the form box out, even though he was on the offensive end. 13 points now, the double-double. That'll give him 10 rebounds. What a game for Amari Allen.
The only reason I said it wasn't a box out because there's nobody within 2 feet of him. Unfortunately, a lane violation on the Hogs on a missed free throw by Allen, and Amari will get another opportunity. That could be big later on, as he now has a double-double for the ball game. Allen, 10 boards to go with his 13 points and hopefully 14 as this free throw is up, and it is no good. So he only officially missed 1, even though he missed 2. 59-51, Arkansas still up by 8. Hogs go far side, open look, Thomas hits another one. Bama not getting in the right spot defensively, finding the shooter, and then lazy with the basketball, throws it away. Stolen by the Hogs, a 3 left of the circle, thankfully is missed, but Richmond beats us to the ball. They get it to Acuff, now near side Thomas. Thomas for another 3, hits it again. Timeout, Nate Oates. 18:09 to go. Timeout on the floor. We'll take the break as well. Arkansas up 10 at the break, now has it to 14 when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Baumhauer's Victory Grill has always been proud to serve fresh-only ingredients in their recipes. Some of the key ingredients to these recipes are legendary sauces. Baumhauer's is excited to announce that these famous sauces are now available in grocery stores throughout Alabama. So, the next time you shop in your favorite grocery store, ask for Baumhauer's legendary sauces. If they do not carry them, just ask the manager to request them in their store. Baumhauer's is saucing up Alabama with their legendary sauces now in grocery stores.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tonight's game is sponsored by C Spire. C Spire is a proud partner of the Crimson Tide and reminds you that the best fiber lives where you do. Access cspire.com to learn more. Bama down 14 now. 65-51, 18:09 to go in the ball game. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Tom Stipe, Chris Stewart, Bryan Passink. We are upstairs. Happy to welcome in Roger Hoover. Roger, you got one win in baseball. We need you at Coleman, brother.
Yeah, some work to do here in the second half, and right now Nate Oates talking to the Crimson Tide about being locked in, really, especially on both ends of the floor. So pretty simple message from Coach Oates, very passionate in the huddle right now, talking to the Crimson Tide players. Also, Coach Adams talking about the defense. One possession at a time, just got to get some stops, start to string some together, but being locked in both ends of the floor is the main message, Bryan, considering both what we've seen on offense, defense, and, of course, the turnover just a moment ago.
Yeah, right now Arkansas shooting 63% from deep, 10 for 16. It's been Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff. Those guys have been terrific throughout this game, but especially from deep. Malik Thomas 6 for 7 from the three-point line. He's got 22 points. Acuff has 22 as well. He's 8 for 14 from the field. He's made 4 threes in this one on 6 attempts. This Arkansas team makes on average 8 threes per game, 7 or 8. A little over 7, but already 10 for 16 from beyond the arc. And right now is target practice. They're getting open looks, moving the ball, feeling confident. Alabama's defense has to get much better if Bama wants a shot in this one.
Bryan, it's also a case where you can pick up the effort, you can pick up the intensity, but if you allow this to get any further, a bounce here or there goes against you, which is going to happen. And even the effort, the intensity may not get the job done because they allow too much of a gap.
And it's more than just effort and intensity. Now, that's a big part of it. And listen, I don't know that it's been to the standard that Nate Oates would want, but you go back to that last, or the one of the made threes by Malik Thomas. It was great effort by Amari Allen. He went to the wrong man.
Yeah.
I mean, you went full speed the wrong way.
Right.
And when your man has made, at that point, 5 threes, was 5 for 6, you can't leave Malik Thomas.
Here comes Reitzel front court for Alabama. Thomas defending him. They feed it to Bowen. Bama does. Taylor backs it out beyond the arc. Takes a dribble, hands it off to Sherrill. Boy, Arkansas making every pass difficult right now as Reitzel gets it to Sherrill. He goes underneath, couldn't get the reverse to go, but he gets fouled by Pringle. And on Nick, that's going to be personal number 2. And again, second team foul this half on the Hogs, too.
Again, Alabama is shooting over 50% from the field. Offense has not been a problem. This is one of the nation's best offensive teams in Alabama. Just under 18 minutes to play. Alabama's got 51 points, shooting over 50%. That is good enough to beat anybody. Got to get better on the defensive end. Easier said than done against a really good offensive team in Arkansas, and also a Razorback team that is feeling so confident right now, knocking down shots. The rim looks huge, and they've made Alabama pay on that end of the floor.
2 free throws from Sherrill helped the cause. Aiden now with 12 points as Bama has made 6 of 9 from the charity stripe. Hogs front court with Thomas. Over to Acuff. He'll work against Millett. Acuff trying to shake free. Flips it over. Left side. Contested 3 missed. Weak side rebound Jemison, and London will bring it ahead. It was Thomas that missed that 3 as London drives in. Got fouled, and they will call the foul on the floor. Alabama wants a continuation. And an and 1.
That should be an and 1. With the new rule, he was going into his shooting motion. That's a great play by London Jemison, and should have been a 3-point play a year ago. No, but with the change in rule, as you're going into your shooting motion, that should have been an and 1, but Alabama will inbound the ball.
Millett inbounding it. Reitzel left corner. Go in. Doesn't. Missed it. Rebound fought for. Jemison, great effort. but the bounce goes Arkansas's way. They work it ahead, then they lose it. The strip by Reitzel to Millett, back to Reitzel. Near side, Jemison tries it again. Bottom. Didn't hit it the first time. We did the rewind back to him. He knocks it down, and Bama's to within 9 with 16:58 to go, and the fuse has been lit here at Coleman.
That's a huge defensive play. Hopefully one we look back to. It was a 3-on-1 for Arkansas, but Alabama somehow makes the play and ultimately knocks down the 3.
Acuff working against Reitzel into the paint. Tough fall-away shot and gets it to go. He is so good. Even when you defend well, he's got 24. Here's Bama the other way.
And that's the key to the second half, is make them take tough shots. Too many easy shots for Arkansas throughout.
The lob intended for Sherrill, but it was short. Jemison's pass wasn't high enough to get to him, but Arkansas jumps pretty well also, and then Sherrill, trying to get it back for Alabama, commits the foul, and on Aiden, that's going to be personal number 2. So he'll exit, and Williamson comes in to replace him for Alabama.
And for Arkansas, it hasn't been that they've made a bunch of tough shots. They've made a bunch of rhythm shots off of good offense and defense that needs to improve. That was pretty good defense by Latrell Reitzel. Acuff was able to knock it down. Need to continue to see that and like your chances if you can force difficult shots.
Acuff with the basketball, playing off the screen. Bama switches. Allen will pick him up. We leave a man open in the corner. Thankfully, he missed the 3, and a box-out foul is going to be called on Reitzel as Nick Pringle was trying to get to the rim. And they call the push on Latrell. See if we can tell on the replay. The angle we saw didn't give us a good look, and the Hogs have the basketball. Bounce pass to Acuff, out high between the circles. Allen on him at the moment. Acuff going downhill, stops, pulls up, fall away from 17, and he is just in a rhythm now. 26 points for Acuff, and it's 69-56. The lead back up to 14. Driving is Reitzel. Caught underneath, tried to dump it to Allen, threw it away. Here come the Hogs the other direction with Acuff. He'll stop and hand it off to Brazil, driving down the lane. Wild shot, no good. Rebound Williamson. Here comes Bama. We got numbers if we'll push. Reitzel stopping on the wing, flips it back to Allen. Amari surveying the floor, plays off the screen from Williamson to his right. Another screen, and a moving screen is going to be called on Noah.
Yeah, that was an easy call. He stuck his hip out, didn't need to, and that'll be a Bama turnover.
69-56 our score. Arkansas with the lead with 15-17 remaining in half number 2. We're at Coleman Coliseum on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast.
Don't let pests invade your home this season. Give them the full court press by calling Cook's Pest Control. The experts at Cook's deliver a full lineup of pest control, from termites to mosquitoes, all year long. Trust the South's most trusted name in pest control for over 90 years to protect your home court. Make the winning play and call Cook's today.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cook's Pest Control.
The Arkansas lead is still 13, 15-17 to go in the ball game. 69-56. Hogs, when you want a big steak, the best steak in Alabama, go to Big Mike's Steakhouse. Visit online at BigMikeSteakhouse.com for a location near you. You're always close to a Big Mike's. Down to the Bama bench now, and Roger Hoover.
Yeah, very similar message this huddle for the Crimson Tide, talking about locking in defensively, making sure Alabama doesn't take any plays off really either end of the floor. And right now, Nate Oates is really starting to dial up some things on the dry erase board for this Crimson Tide offense, trying to create some more opportunities to climb back in this ball game. Some better things that last stretch, Bryan, for the Crimson Tide, but got to keep scoring along with getting those stops.
Yeah, and Alabama has been able to score pretty consistently throughout this game, with the exception last couple of minutes, 3 turnovers. Alabama has done a pretty good job taking care of the ball throughout this game, with the exception of the last couple of minutes. But defensively, got to figure out a way to slow down two of the best freshmen in the country, and Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff. Acuff heating up. He's doing it inside and out, knocking down mid-range jumpers. He's got 26 points already for the Razorbacks, 10 for 16 from the field, 4 for 6 from deep. He's been in the free throw line a couple of times, making both 4 rebounds, just 1 assist. He also leads the SEC in assist, and Malik Thomas, so hot from beyond the arc, 6 for 8 from deep. He's got 22. Alabama has not had answers defensively for the backcourt of the Razorbacks.
You can tell there's frustration, and how do you flip the switch? Is it assignments? Is it effort? I know that times it hasn't been a problem with effort, but overall, where do you see the biggest issue?
Well, I mean, there's no room for error on any of it. You have to be locked in to the scouting report. Effort has to be through the roof. You're playing against talented players who are playing with incredible confidence right now. The basket looks huge for Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas. Alabama's got to be great on the defensive end. They've not been able to do that with any consistency in this game. But when you know that you can get back into a game quickly with your ability to score, get out in transition and knock down threes, you can get some stops, somehow put some stops together, Alabama can get right back in this game.
Razorbacks with the ball, Acuff to our right, with Hogs up by 13, 69, 56. Acuff, and a moving screen's going to be called on Pringle. He clocked Amari Allen. John Calipari knew it. That's why he was giving Nick what for, if you will. And with 15:02 to go, Bama gets the ball back as Pringle is whistled for his 3rd. Here's Philon with it, lost the handle, got it back. LeBaron weaving through traffic, gets into the paint, brings it back out. Love to get him going here in the second half. Pringle fires it over to Sherrell, far side. He's got it on the wing, hands it back to Philon, back inside Sherrell, who slams it home. I like seeing him finish that way.
Yeah, beautiful pass from LeBaron Philon, dribble handoff, and Aiden Sherrell can pop out to the three-point line or roll to the basket. This time he rolled and able to throw it down.
They'll drive in, and a foul's going to be called on Alabama as Wagner had it in the corner. Bama went out to make sure he did not get that 3 off uncontested, but then committed a foul as he came to the basket. Who did they call it on? Sherrell?
I think they got Sherrell, who
that's his 3rd.
Got the block clean up high, and I assume they said that he got him with the body. DJ Wagner's been out with injuries back. Good player at Kentucky a couple years ago under John Calipari, transferred to Arkansas, starting guard a year ago, but now coming off the bench with Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas.
Rebound claimed by Bama after the missed free throw. Sherrell giving it off to Philon. Bama trails by a dozen. Bring it ahead will be LeBaron. Has it on the wing. Philon going to his left. Hesitates. Now splits defenders. Gets downhill. Shot wouldn't go, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
That would have been an easy and one for LeBaron, but lost the ball as he was going into a shooting motion. Able to get past the defender. Had his man on his hip, went up with the left hand, lost it right as he was going in, but he'll go to the line for 2 with a chance to cut into this 12-point Arkansas lead.
Hits the first. Alabama from the free throw line, now 7 of 10. Hogs are 4 of 5, but they have made 10 of 18 from three-point range. Bama 6 of its 19 tries in this one.
Alabama leads the SEC in three-point makes at 13 a game. Arkansas in three-point percentage, but they only make about 7.5 a game. They've been way over their average in both percentage and makes.
Phylon hits 2, and Bama's 2 within 10, and the crowd comes to life again. Led by the student section, Crimson Chaos. Acuff working against Phylon, gets into the lane, kicks it near side to Richmond. Good job by Jemison to pick him up. Now the drive and a tough left-handed layup, good by Wagner to put the lead back up to 12. 13:47 to go. Bama down a dozen. Here's Phylon trying to work it down low to Bol Bowen, but they call a foul on Arkansas out high.
Going back to the defensive end, that's great effort by Alabama and a really good defensive possession. Just a tough shot by DJ Wagner, able to go with his left hand up high off the glass. London Jemison forced a difficult shot. Right now, Arkansas starting to make some tough shots. They haven't had a ton of tough shots. They made some open shots, but right now they're playing with confidence and able to extend the lead.
And you said it, Brian. I mean, that's a guy in Wagner who's not on your top 3 or 4 spots worry-wise on the scout, but is a starter throughout most of his career in the SEC. Here's Bama with the ball, and a tough break there as Taylor Bol Bowen got knocked to the deck. Nate Oates is livid because the pass intended for him went out of bounds, and he's going, how do you not call a foul?
Yeah, he got tripped. I thought he tripped on his own, but on the replay, it was Billy Richmond, and that is almost always a call when the man gets tripped.
3 for the Hogs, missed off the back iron, and it's claimed by Bol Bowen for Alabama. Here comes the Tide, down 12. Need to get hot, fellas. Here's Phylon, fouled by Richmond, no whistle. Takes it to his right, goes past him, gets to the rim, flips it up and in with a left hand. Phylon now with 15 to go with 4 assists and only 1 turnover. But again, we need stops as Bama trails 10 with 13 minutes to go.
Was able to shoot it with his left hand on the right side, so the shot blocker couldn't time up his jump. Beautiful move.
Richmond hands it off to Thomas. Thomas had it poked away, but got it back. Fakes a pass, drives in, puts up the leaner, no good. Rebound claimed by Brazil, open look, Acuff 3, good. Scramble play results in an open look for their most dangerous threat, and he buries it to put the Hogs up 13 with 12.5 to go. Phylon with it now. Phylon top of the arc, hesitates, goes left, steps through, count it, and he is fouled. And 1 for LeBaron Phylon with 12:30 remaining and a chance to get this thing back to 10 once more.
What a move by LeBaron Phylon, having success in the lane. Made the lefty floater on the last possession. This time takes the contact and a huge 3-point play opportunity.
John Calipari wanted a walk, but it was a 2-foot stop before he...
Well, it was an awkward move as he kind of slowed down as he was getting fouled, but unfortunately can't convert it to line.
He did miss the free throw. Phylon, Bama now 8 of 12 from the stripe and trails by 11. Down low, they tried to throw it to Brazil, but it's off his fingertips, out of bounds, and possession goes back to the Tide with 12:16 to play. Holloway will check in as Alabama's... Hang on, we got 4 or 5 on the floor. We do have 5. Millett's down there hiding in the corner at the moment. Or do we? What do we got? Nate says, I want to get Bol Bowen out. Let's get Sherrell in. And I think one of the reasons why we're due for the under 12 media timeout in just 16 seconds. He's been trying to rest his big man, but right here on this possession, he wants him on the floor. Here is Holloway actually driving right side. Holloway trying to get free from Wagner, gives it off, and Amari Allen gets into the paint. Stops, pump fake, spins, fires it back to Sherrell. Juggled it, got it back to Holloway, back to Sherrell, goes to the rack and throws it home. 9-point game with under 12 to go.
Alabama's had success with the pick and roll with Aiden Sherrell going hard to the basket. Beautiful pass from Holloway. The result, an easy dunk.
Brazil to Wagner, left side to Acuff. Acuff working against Reitzel. Gets underneath, flips it near side. They'll drive and dish it back to Acuff. Picked up by Millett. He's hounding him with 7 on the shot clock. Millett on Acuff at 6. Goes left, goes right, stops, looks, throws it down low. Spinning, shooting, missing. That time was Richmond, and here's Bama the other way, down 9. Far side with it is Allen. Amari stepping through, reverse layup, would not go, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 when we come back to Tuscaloosa. 11:15 to play, and Bama trails it by 9, but the Tide's still scrapping and clawing here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Red Diamond, we take a lot of things lightly. Dog on the couch? Sure, that's fine. Wearing socks or sandals? Why not? But sweet tea? Around here, sweet tea is a way of life. One of the unspoken rules. Just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar, and that's it. Always refreshing. Always Red Diamond. Find us in your local refrigerated section. Red Diamond Sweet Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tide pride. When I'm carrying the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Bama gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Roll Tide from the cashier too. Visit regions.com/GoBama to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Bama down 9, 75-66 to Arkansas. 11:15 to go in the ball game. Bama fans, be sure to catch Hey Coach and the Nate Oates Show, presented by Alpha Insurance, live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Tuscaloosa, Monday nights, 6 to 7 p.m. on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Roger Hoover, what are you hearing on the Bama bench?
A lot of intensity right now, especially from Houston Millette. This has been a very player-led huddle for the Crimson Tide, as really everybody has a lot of energy at this point for what's ahead, knowing that it's going to start with defensive stops for the Crimson Tide. But again, a really player-led huddle. Houston Millette really the loudest voice in that huddle, and also good to see courtside just in the building. Grant Nelson in the house, Brian, to watch the Crimson Tide and the Razorbacks for the rest of the way.
Would love to have Grant, especially on the defensive end, rebounding the ball, some keys for this game for the rest of the way. If Alabama can start putting stops together, offense has not been a problem. Alabama 5 for their last 5, shooting 57%. Both Alabama and Arkansas shooting 57%. The difference right now has been the three-point line. Arkansas's made 11, Alabama just 6. Bama averages about 13 makes per game. If they could get up there, going to have a chance to win this game. But fortunately, Alabama's offense has continued to keep pace, and they've done a great job lately, making 5 out of their last 5. And go back to the defensive end. Darius Acuff has been so good in this game. He's got 29 points, 11 for 17. But it was Houston Millette forcing a pass where Darius Acuff, late shot clock situation, wanted to take him one-on-one. Great defensive play by Millette. He got it to Billy Richmond, missed the shot, and Alabama able to get to the free throw line, hopefully cut into this 9-point lead. Interesting to see if we see more of Houston Millette on Darius Acuff the last 11-15 of this game.
Crimson Tide trying to get even with Arkansas. And now Tennessee in the SEC standings with 4 losses. Alabama sitting at 8-4 at the moment. The Hogs sitting at 9-3. Would love to have them one down to us in the head-to-head and help Alabama's chances with a lot of work to be done regardless of how this one goes. But trying to get to that top 4 in the SEC as Amari Allen hits the first of 2 for the Tide. Get in the top 4, that would give you a double bye, not having to play until Friday in the SEC tournament. Not that we're conceding the overall conference championship. 2 games back, though, of Florida, as the Gators also have the head-to-head over Alabama as well. Second free throw up. That one is perfect. Amari Allen, what a ball game. 15 points to go with his 10 rebounds. And it's a 7-point game, and here comes the crowd again at Coleman. Brazil to Ewan. Now they go to Richmond, spinning, firing it near side. Around to Brazil, and back they go to Acuff. Over to Richmond, pulls up left wing, 17-footer, and he rattles it in. 9-point lead again for the Hogs. Here's Bama with Phylon. 10:48 to go. Phylon gets past Acuff, lays it up and in for 2.
We talked about Alabama not having any answers for Acuff. Arkansas has not been able to slow down LeBaron Phylon as of late.
He has picked up the slack after Allen has not been as hot offensively in the second half. Richmond, wild shot, rolls off, rebound claimed by Sherrill. Bama's running down 7. The trailer, Reitzel lets a defender go by, lets it fly, bottom. Huge bank first 3, Latrell Reitzel Jr., and Bama's 2 within 4.
Alabama getting hot, 7 out of their last 7 in this game.
Here now is Acuff. Bama switches nicely onto him. Richmond far side, working down the lane, puts it up and missed it. Rebound though by the Hogs, put back, no. Tip claimed by Sherrill. Here comes the Tide. Phylon in the open floor, downhill, had it stripped, goes out of bounds, touched last by Arkansas. It was Acuff who got a hand on it and kept Phylon from making this a 2-point game.
It was a beautiful move by LeBaron Phylon, got right past Darius Acuff. Acuff able to strip it away. Ball goes out of bounds, and what a defensive play by Aiden Sherrill and company, doing a good job of forcing a difficult shot against Billy Richmond. Getting on the defensive glass, Alabama able to put some stops together, as we talked about it. If Bama could somehow put some stops together with their offensive firepower, could get back in this game, and that's what's happened.
Sherrill with the ball on the inbounds, near wing. Working outside to Allen. Amari playing off of a screen. Works to his left, goes downhill, tried to hand it off. Claimed by Sherrill, tried to flip it to Allen, but it's knocked out of bounds by Thomas of Arkansas. 5 seconds remain on the shot clock. Bama with the inbound play coming from underneath the basket.
That's one you would have liked to have seen Aiden Sherrill go up and try to dunk it. He was just a couple of feet away from the basket, tried to slip it into Omari Allen. Fortunately, goes off the Razorbacks.
Got to be quick, but don't rush. Get it in. Allen, step back, fall away. He got it off 1 foot. He didn't have to be that quick, but we love the result. Bama down by just 2 after trailing by as many as 13 a few minutes ago. Hogs with it near side. Brazil back to Thomas. Now to Acuff. Acuff to his left, defended by Allen. To Brazil, goes right. Cut off by Aiden Sherrill. They'll lay it up, they'll miss it. Tip wouldn't go. Rebound claimed by Bama. A chance to tie or take the lead. Phylon with it near side. Phylon off the screen, goes left, and a foul's going to be whistled on Arkansas. I don't know why I couldn't spit out Aiden Holloway, but he's the young man that did a great job defensively against a much bigger player about 15 feet out.
Well, even though I could see it, I was hoping it was Aiden Sherrill and not Aiden Holloway against 6'11" Trevin Brazil. He was able to force a difficult shot. Alabama getting some stops, getting out in transition, and the Razorbacks not able to slow down LeBaron Phylon, who's at the line.
First free throw up, first free throw good. Bama's been called for 4 fouls in this half, Arkansas for 9. 77-76 our score, 8:45 to play. Arkansas's biggest lead was 14 at the 18-17 mark. Phylon puts it up, and let's start over. Tied at 77 with 8:45 to go.
Alabama putting stops together. It's the first time we've talked about this all game long. A 2-minute scoring drought for Arkansas. It doesn't take much for this high-powered Bama offense to get back in a game.
Williamson in to give Sherrill a little bit of a breather here before the media timeout at the under 8. We got 8:30 and ticking to play. Far side with it, Acuff. Allen defending him. Top of the arc, Brazil. Near side, they go with it to Wagner. Wagner into the corner. Richmond driving underneath. Reverse layup is good for 2.
Noah Williamson didn't cut off the baseline. Billy Richmond doesn't want to shoot the perimeter jump shot. He gave him the baseline. Not a great defensive play by Williamson.
Phylon with it as the Hogs lead by 2 nearing the 8-minute mark. Phylon to Noah. Back to Phylon. Phylon stepping back. 3 for the lead. Bottom. Oh, mercy! LeBaron Philon Jr. gives Bama its first lead since the first half midway through. It's 80-79 with 7:44 to go.
And Alabama 9 out of their last 9.
Wagner, left side to Acuff. Acuff to his right. And a foul is going to be called on Noah Williamson. That's the 15th foul on Bama. It brings us to a media timeout. 7:33 to play in Tuscaloosa. Bama has flipped the script on the Hogs, leading it by 1, 80-79 when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
You heard the man. The script has been flipped. 80-79. Bama's on top of Arkansas by 1. 7:33 to go in the ball game. The best move of the game is presented by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Bryan Passink, your nominee.
Well, a bunch of them from LeBaron Philon. He's got 24 points, 8 for 12 from the field. A lot of that damage coming since halftime, and his ability to get past Arkansas defenders. The Razorbacks haven't had any answers for LeBaron Philon. Bama shooting 85% since halftime.
And down to the Bama bench with Roger Hoover.
Huge ovation for Grant Nelson, who I mentioned earlier. Also, Alex Reese in the building as he continues a fine professional career. A lot of noise in the huddle as well. I honestly didn't hear very much this last huddle. The fans are so loud here inside Coleman Coliseum, but everybody really intense, fired up. And again, just talking about now, but it's even a 1-point lead for Alabama. Nothing game from here on out. It's going to take Alabama's best effort to get this win.
What an incredible performance by Alabama on the offensive end since halftime. 11 for 13 from the field, 3 for 5 from deep. Alabama 9 for their last 9. And defense hasn't been perfect, but it's been better. And that's what Nate Oates talked about at halftime. He called his defensive performance the first 20 minutes a disaster. Wasn't much better the first few minutes of the second half. Darius Acuff Jr. has been so good in this game. He's got 29 points, 11 for 17, but LeBaron Philon catching up. He's got 24, 8 for 12, most of that damage coming since halftime. We thought it'd be a great matchup between two of the best guards in college basketball, and that's what we've got.
Tell you what, we got a crowd that's into it as well. We said early, wasn't great numbers-wise at tip, but we thought it would fill in as we've gone on, and it has. Great crowd and very, very much into this one as the Tides come all the way back and leads it now with 7:33 to go, but you got to find a way to keep that energy and execution going on both ends of the floor right now as the Tide will go with Philon, Holloway, Sherrill, Allen, and Wrightsell as it's 5 on the floor. Brazil gets the inbounds and hands it off to Acuff. Philon will draw the assignment on him initially. Pringle over to Brazil. Brazil to Pringle, now to Acuff. Acuff against Philon, 6 to shoot. 5, 4, they go into the corner. 3, 2, 1. I'm not sure they got it off. They missed it anyway. Rebounded by Holloway. Aiden ahead to Philon. Philon on the wing. Phylon working off of a screen from Sherrill. Phylon backing it out, center of the floor. 17 to shoot. Phylon on the drive, into the paint, stops, leans, shoots. Couldn't get it to go, but he got fouled, and he'll have a two-shot opportunity upcoming. Double bonus the rest of the way, as that is 10 team fouls on the Hogs and 4 personals, I believe, on Nick Pringle.
Throughout most of this game, we've talked about how Alabama can't guard Darius Acuff, and that was true. Done a better job as of late, but right now Arkansas cannot guard LeBaron Phylon. He's having his way, getting to the basket, getting to his spots, and getting to the line.
Free throw by Phylon. Up and good, and the Tide leads it by 2. Bama's largest lead was at 6, with 16:19 to play in the first half. From midway in the first half until about 2 minutes ago, Bama had trailed the entire way, but now lead it by 3 as both free throws are good. LeBaron's got 25 points, and Alabama has gotten a 3-point advantage. Brazil with the basketball into the corner to Wagner. Wagner driving, dumps it over in the corner, deflected, and then knocked out of bounds. Touch pass by the Hogs. John Calipari wanted a foul as Acuff was knocked to the deck, but he was just one of 2 players diving for the loose ball in that sequence.
Great job by 2 of Alabama's best perimeter defenders, Latrell Wrightsell and Houston Millette, doing a great job on that possession, forcing the turnover.
Phylon, who's got 15 in this half alone, brings it ahead for the Crimson Tide, working against Richmond, who now draws the assignment on it since Acuff couldn't guard him. In the corner, it's to Wrightsell. Wrightsell brings it to the wing, flips it out high to Sherrill, back to Wrightsell. Latrell driving down the lane, strong, wouldn't go, but he got fouled, and he will shoot 2 with 6:13 on the game clock.
Arkansas did a good job of not letting LeBaron Phylon get the ball, and it was another veteran. Latrell Wrightsell takes the dribble handoff, hesitation, went inside, almost an and-one opportunity. Took the contact a little strong with a lefty layup, but he'll go to the line for 2.
We told you that Pringle got his 4th last trip down. Wagner called for his 4th there. And Latrell Wrightsell Jr., normally tremendous free throw shooter, cannot get the first one to go. Latrell almost 80% on the year. 77% in conference play, missed the first, made the second, and Bama leads by 4 with 6:12 and ticking, the time remaining. Here come the Hogs. Acuff. Millette switches off on him. They throw it to the elbow in Brazil. He'll work against a smaller defender in Wrightsell. Into the paint, Brazil, a bounce pass, batted away, picked up by Latrell. Bama wants to run. Wrightsell gets it into the front court, has a man on his hip, gets into the paint, stops, flips it back out. Phylon, deep, bop. Out of bounds, no, saved by Sherrill, and he will lay it up and in.
What a play by Aiden Sherrill. I thought it went out of bounds as well, but he was able to grab it before it did and get the second chance opportunity. Arkansas calls a timeout, and listen to this Coleman Coliseum crowd.
Oh, man, Bama's playing a lot better than I'm calling it. That 3 from deep by Phylon, I got blocked, and I thought initially it had gone right through the net. I was ready to say bottom, and instead it barely even touched the iron. Then I thought it was out of bounds.
We've got a different broadcast position than we've had for years, and we've got the center, the 6'6" cameraman back in front of us.
Eligibility left?
He's he missed that one. Listen, it was one of the few misses.
He missed it as bad as I did.
Of LeBaron Phylon here in the second half. He has been so good since halftime. Has 26 points, 8 for 13 from the field. He's 3 for 6 from beyond the arc. And Aiden Sherrill, another huge game. 18 points, 8 rebounds, a huge offensive rebound and putback on the last possession.
So the timeout by the Hogs. They have got 2 left. Bama's got 2.
Alabama's on a 17-2 run over the last 5 minutes. And Bama, 10 out of their last 11 field goals, the only miss. We just saw it. It was LeBaron Philon, but Bama was able to score on that possession with the Aiden Sherrill rebound and putback.
And you know, not a ton from deep. 8 of 22 for 36%. Acuff with the basketball. Bama leading by 6. Acuff stepping back. Deep jumper. Got it to go from 17. Millette was with him, but he got a little separation. A tough fall away. Drops in to end the Bama run. An 8-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Now Bama's lead down to 4. Driving in. Holloway, a beautiful move. The reverse.
He was asking, yeah, he was asking for it. Took a lot of contact, high degree of difficulty, but the soft touch off the glass and in.
Acuff working against Millette. They're going to call Houston for the foul, and they're going to call continuation, and Nate's livid, and I don't blame him. I know they've added it this year, but they missed one earlier, and it would have been understandable if they had evened the score there. That's 2 steps. Is that continuation? 2 steps after the whistle blows? You tell me.
With the new rule, I thought that was the right call.
Okay,
that should have counted. But I also thought, going back to the offensive end, Alabama had a similar play that didn't count, and I think that's why Nate Oates is so upset.
That one did everything but miss. It hung on the rim forever and finally dropped, and it's a 3-point game. 87-84 with 4:55 to go. This one's going to the wire, folks.
And that's exactly why Nate Oates is upset, because Alabama did not get the exact same call a few minutes ago.
Here's Holloway with the drive, right side. Flips it in the corner. Allen. Amari brings it out to the timeline. Now to the center of the floor with a dribble. Still has it, goes left. Dumps it inside to Sherrill. Aiden trying to work against Pringle. Flips it out. Driving. Jemison handed it off. Lost it out of bounds. Touch last by the Crimson Tide. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in there, and it wasn't moving. Jemison out, Philon back in, a breather for LeBaron. Again, 31 seconds remaining before we are due for the under 4 media timeout. 3-point game.
Going back to that possession, Aiden Sherrill had it with a defender on his hip, should have taken it out, passed it, and Bama didn't end up with a good look.
Richmond to Brazil, near side Thomas, driving, puts up the runner, missed it. Rebound tipped, out of bounds, touch last by Sherrill, and I think that's the right call. I thought Aiden was the last one to touch it.
Yeah, they're going to look. Bama coaches are looking at it on the sideline to see if they're going to challenge it.
You know, I didn't see the Arkansas player behind him, and that may be, I see why everybody was upset. It's at least questionable now, but they're not going to review it, and it is Arkansas's ball, which again I think was the correct call. Here now is Acuff driving against Allen, gets into the lane, tough leaner off the glass and in, and the Hogs have made it a 1-point game with under 4 minutes to play. 3:55 and ticking. What a ball game here in the SEC between Alabama and Arkansas. Sherrill to the rack, throws it home. Nobody picked him up, and he was able to throw it down.
And when you have 2 of the best shooters in the SEC on either corner, the defenders have to make a decision. They stayed with the shooters. That opened up the lane. Aiden Sherrill made the right read and threw it down.
Acuff giving it back to Richmond, hesitates, gets into the lane, wild shot, missed it, rebound saved, and unfortunately for Bama, Latrell Reitzel Jr. caught it, came down on the baseline. He tried to get rid of it to a teammate first, but unfortunately gravity was the winner right there, and Lady Luck was not wearing crimson. It was Razorback red on that play, but with 3:26 to go, it's Bama with an 89-86 lead as we head down the stretch on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Don't let pests invade your home this season. Give them the full court press by calling Cook's Pest Control. The experts at Cook's deliver a full lineup of pest control, from termites to mosquitoes, all year long. Trust the South's most trusted name in pest control for over 90 years to protect your home court. Make the winning play and call Cook's today.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cook's Pest Control.
Baumhauer's Victory Grill has always been proud to serve fresh-only ingredients in their recipes. Some of the key ingredients to these recipes are legendary sauces. Baumhauer's is excited to announce that these famous sauces are now available in grocery stores throughout Alabama. So, the next time you shop in your favorite grocery store, ask for Baumhauer's legendary sauces. If they do not carry them, just ask the manager to request them in their store. Baumhauer's is saucing up Alabama with their legendary sauces now in grocery stores.
Tonight's game is sponsored by C Spire. C Spire is a proud partner of the Crimson Tide and reminds you the best fiber lives where you do. Access cspire.com to learn more. Bama up 3, 89-86 over Arkansas, 3:26 to go in the ball game. Be sure and stay tuned after the game for the Regions postgame show with Bama coach Nate Oates. Put an extra roll tide in your wallet with the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Go to regions.com/GoBama. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. The official bench reporter for Bama basketball is Roger Hoover.
And right now, a very business-like huddle for the Crimson Tide, listening to Coach Adams about what has to happen next on defense. A lot of time for him with the dry erase board. Nate Oates sitting down just now to talk about what has to happen next offensively for the Crimson Tide. But again, no look of panic. This group knows what they have to do to try and close out this game, Bryan, and it starts on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and it's no secret where either team wants to go. It's Arkansas's ball, and you know where they're going to go. Darius Acuff Jr., what a performance for the freshman. 36 points, 14 for 20 from the field, 4 rebounds, couple of assists. He's been really good the last few minutes of this game. And on the other end, it's been the LeBaron Philon show as of late. 26 points. He's 8 for 13 from the field, 3 for 6 from beyond the arc. Also has 5 assists. Neither defense has had an answer for either of those talented guards. We thought it'd be a great matchup of 2 of the best guards in college basketball, and that's exactly what we've seen.
The last time Arkansas had a 1 or 2 possession game was the January 27th matchup at Oklahoma. That was an 83-79 victory. It would be their 3rd straight win before they lost at Kentucky by 8. And then they've won 3 in a row by double digits in each of those contests. Alabama last had one within 2 possessions against Auburn just 3 games ago, 96-92, a victory down on the Plains. So it appears we are headed that direction, or a great opportunity for it, with just 3:26 to go. Tide leading it 89-86, but Arkansas with possession underneath their own basket on the right side of the baseline. The near side to us, as they will get it into Brazil in the paint. He didn't want to take the shot. He works it back out to Richmond, and now to Acuff. Acuff back to Richmond, fakes a shot, drives into the lane, flips it back out. Brazil all alone, deep 3, no good. Rebounded again by Sherrill, his 9th board. Front court with it is Philon. LeBaron cut off, now hesitates, fakes a drive, goes to his right. Philon looking, throws a pass that's stolen away. Tried to force it down low to Sherrill, but it was stolen away by Wagner. Here comes Acuff the other direction. Bama by 3, 2:50 to go. Near side Wagner driving to the rack. Reverse layup is good. What a play. Well, we got a 1-point game with 2:40 to go. Philon's turnover, by the way, that last trip was just his 2nd of the night. He's got the ball now, flips it over to Millette. Houston surveying the floor, gives it off to Sherrill. Aiden hands it off to Philon, driving left, getting underneath the basket, lays it in with the left hand as he kept Wagner on his hip.
Yeah, Alabama's had a lot of success with the dribble handoff, goes back to LeBaron Philon. He got the defender on his hip and finished with the left hand.
26 now for LeBaron. Cut off is Acuff. Outside he goes to Thomas. Thomas against Philon, off the screen. Kicks it over to Brazil. One more, Wagner. His 3 is up and no good. Rebounded by Allen, and the Tide leading it 91-88. 1:55 to go here in Tuscaloosa. Philon.
Yeah. Oh, he barely got it over.
He did. I was thinking the same thing, brother. Almost had a 10-second count with nobody on him. Philon to the top of the arc with a dribble. LeBaron backing it out. Goes to his left. Hesitates, goes left, gets into the lane, had it knocked away, got it back, pump fake, shot, got it to go, stayed with it, LeBaron Philon Jr., 28, and Bama with 1:27 to go, leads it by 5.
What a tough move by LeBaron. Thought he got fouled, able to stay with it and finish.
Driving in, laying it up, and getting it blocked was a cuff, what they call basket interference, and that will give possession back to the Hogs, and the Tide,
yeah.
But it will be possession Alabama.
And they're going to look at that. And initially, I thought with my crimson-colored glasses that it was a good block, very close. And as soon as the officials made the
call on the floor is 2. Excuse me. The call on the floor is 2 points. Further review.
And more often than not, officials are going to make that call to give themselves the ability to go and review it. It was probably the right call to make the call, the goaltending call. Now they're at the monitor to look at it.
They are indeed reviewing it, and this review brought to you by Bromberg's, Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler. I think I was behind on the point total for LeBaron Philon Jr. as my monitor is just now refreshing. And yeah, he's got 30 for Alabama now. Unbelievable effort from LeBaron. 32 at Mississippi State. The season and career high for him. We had a stretch earlier where Bama had made 10 of 11. Now
after review, the call stands. 2 points.
You heard Don Daly with the call there.
That's about as close as it gets.
It really is.
Great effort by Aiden Sherrill. One of the best shot blockers in the SEC, one of the most improved defenders in college basketball. Doesn't get the block right there and makes it a one-possession game. And Arkansas come out with full court pressure.
Time for Reitzel or Holloway to hit 3. If they'll collapse on Philon and he'll give it up. He has not wanted to give it up as hot as he is, and I can completely understand why.
And he is a willing passer. He's got 5 assists, one of the league leaders in the SEC in that category.
Inbounds goes to Holloway. Let's see if Arkansas tries to keep it out of his hands. Amari Allen's got it now. He was the guy in the first half, almost with a double-double. Amari on the drive, stopping, lost it, tried to get a timeout, and he did not. Or did he?
He did.
He did. He got the timeout.
What a smart play by Amari Allen. Initially, not the best idea to leave your feet with nowhere to pass it, but he realized that he had nowhere to go with it. As he got up in the air, called a timeout just before the travel. One of the advantages of having timeouts late in a game. Amari Allen, who's been so good in this one. Another double-double, 17 points, 11 rebounds, and at least to this point, the timeout of the game.
It was indeed. Yeah, that was going to be a giveaway to the Hogs. It's crazy. Alabama really had struggled, not so much being terrible offensively, because they weren't at any point, but Arkansas was getting more stops than Alabama. All of a sudden, you get stops. Bama gets 10 of 11 from the field, and now 5 of its last 5. But obviously, we need more. With 1:07 to go, up by only 3.
Alabama shooting 84% in the second half. And it's been almost all LeBaron Philon.
Say that again.
84%.
In the second half.
In the second half.
I think those misses came in the first 5 minutes. We've only had 1, I think, in the last 10.
And Bama 5 out of their last 5.
Philon to Sherrill. Sherrill looking, hands it off to Philon. 10 to shoot. Philon trying to get free. Philon, top of the arc, left alone. Deep 3, short in the rebound. Controlled by the Hogs. Boy, that would have been huge. Under a minute to go. Arkansas basketball. Wagner with it. Philon defending. Now Reitzel will pick up Acuff, who has it. Acuff between the circles, going to the left wing. Rises, fires, and misses. Rebound tipped out, controlled by Thomas. Thomas gets a reset to 20. 33 to go in the game, and a timeout called by John Calipari. which wipes off the three that Thomas made that would have tied it, but it doesn't count because Coach Cal had gotten a TO, baby.
Did I say that Amari Allen had the timeout of the game? No. John Calipari had the timeout of the game as his best shooter, one of the best in the SEC, was about to go into his shooting motion. It was nothing but net, but thankfully, Coach Cal gets the timeout.
Does indeed. 32 seconds to go.
Going back to the offensive end, LeBaron Philon a little short on that jumper. Looked tired.
Yeah.
And listen, how could you not be in this game? It has been up and down. Two of the best offensive teams in the country going at each other. LeBaron Philon mentioned 30 points, 10 for 16, 3 for 7 from deep. Would have liked to see him take the ball to the basket. Arkansas has had no answers for LeBaron Philon going strong to the hoop. On the flip side, Darius Acuff, incredible performance. 38 points, 15 for 22. I would imagine that after the timeout, Acuff will be heavily involved in this with the ball in his hands. Alabama needs to stop.
Do indeed. Boy, John Calipari was emphatic, wanting a timeout. Chuck Jones, the official, was right there by him, and he had clearly blown the whistle and put his hand up, signaling timeout before Thomas went into his shooting motion. And we talk about how good Acuff has been with 38. Thomas had 22 before Acuff went nuts. But you got Philon with 30, Acuff with 38. Bama, thankfully, is a team with 93, and Arkansas with 90. 32 seconds remain in this one. Bama looking for a stop right here that would be huge. Acuff inbounding it right in front of the Razorback bench. Getting it to Thomas at the timeline. Thomas defended by Philon. 10 to shoot. Thomas down the lane. Layup wouldn't go, but they're going to call a foul on Aiden Sherrill, and that's going to be his fourth.
It was the right call. Is Malik Thomas, who hit the three right before the time, or right after the timeout was called. You're playing him for the three, one of the top three-point shooters in the SEC, got past the defender, and thankfully not a three-point play opportunity as that ball hung on the rim, ultimately fell off.
25 seconds to go. Free throw up, free throw good, and Thomas will get another one for the Hogs. Malik Thomas, an 83% free throw shooter overall on the year, 79% in Southeastern Conference play. He's got one more, trying to make this a one-point contest. It's currently 93-91 Bama.
Alabama.
Go ahead.
Alabama going a little bigger to make sure that they secure this defensive rebound.
Yeah.
Going with two bigs, Aiden Sherrill and Noah Williamson checks into the game. Can't give up an offensive rebound right here.
Free throw upcoming. And it is good. Let's see, Alabama's going to get Wrightsell in and Holloway, but Arkansas called a timeout. So no timeouts left for the Hogs. 25.4 seconds to go. 93-92. Alabama with the lead. Again, the Crimson Tide trailed by as many as 14 with 18 minutes to go in this game.
And Alabama in the double bonus. Arkansas with 10 team fouls, so take care of the ball, go to the line for two. The timeout gives the opportunity for Nate Oates to get his best free throw shooters and ball handlers in the game. I would expect Arkansas to come out with full court pressure, and with 25 seconds to play, one-point game, they've got some time to take some chances on the defensive end. They don't have to foul immediately, and I would expect Arkansas knowing that Alabama is not going to try to shoot the ball, to take some chances, and then if Bama can take care of the ball, then foul, sending Bama to the line.
So it'll be Aiden Holloway to inbound it for the Tide.
Alabama with 5 guards on the floor.
Do indeed. It's Millette, Phylon, Wrightsell, Allen, and Sherrill. Inbounds pass coming, and it goes to Wrightsell. Latrell, a bounce pass to Holloway. Bama trying to play some keep away. They want to get it front court, and they do. And Holloway's going to be fouled by Billy Richmond III.
Really good job handling the press and the trap of Arkansas. Latrell Wrightsell, a veteran move to get it out of the corner. He caught it in the corner, but immediately got it to Aiden Holloway, who kept the ball in the middle of the floor. Arkansas was going to trap in the corners on the sidelines. Wrightsell and Holloway didn't allow that to happen.
2 big shots here with 18.9 seconds to go. Holloway, 76% free throw shooter in league action. The first free throw is up, and that one's perfect. That is his first attempt of the game. And the little man buried a big one right there. Second free throw upcoming. Trying to get it to a 3-point lead. And he does. Jemison will check in, and the little man, Holloway, will sit down, going with a little more size with Jemison at 6'8".
And a more versatile defender can guard inside and out.
So here come the Hogs. Acuff with the Hogs down 3 for the tie. Hits it. 11 seconds to go. Bama gets it to Phylon at 8, at 7. Phylon at 6. Phylon at 5, at 4, at 3, at 2 for the win. No good. Ball knocked away. We are tied at 95. Regulation is over, and we are headed to overtime. 95 all your score. We've got a 1-minute network break, and then we're back with extra basketball in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
.95 for Bama, 95 for Arkansas. We're in overtime, and Roger Hoover's on the Bama bench.
Yeah, right now NATO is pointing out some of the blue-collar stats that did not go Alabama's way down the stretch. So that was one thing he really keyed on with the Crimson Tide. And also just talked about some of the game situations, some of the players for the Razorbacks with 4 fouls. Bryan, you can talk about it with the stat monitor in front of you, but Alabama wants to go right at those guys that have 4 fouls and make this more interesting down the stretch.
Yeah, Arkansas has 4 different players with 4 fouls. Malik Thomas, DJ Wagner, Billy Richmond, and Nick Pringle with 4 fouls. Alabama not in as bad of foul trouble. Aiden Sherrill, Alabama's big man, he's got 4 fouls, and the only other player with more than 2 is Noah Williamson with 3.
So it'll be Brazil to jump for the Hogs. It'll be Sherrill to jump for the Crimson Tide. Bama going to the basket to our left. The Hogs obviously to our right. Ball's in the air. The tap is controlled by no one. It goes out of bounds. Touch last by Amari Allen as he tried to win that battle. and unfortunately just couldn't hang on to the ball, so Arkansas will get it first.
Going back to the last sequence, Alabama likes to foul up 3, but probably a little too much time.
Yeah.
About 15 seconds when Darius Acuff got that off.
Acuff with the basketball now, kicks it in the corner to Richmond, back to Acuff, and Allen will draw the assignment on him. He wants a clear out, wants to go one-on-one. Goes right, kicks it to Richmond. Corner 3 is up and good, and Richmond knocks home the triple. That is his, Wagner, excuse me, I'm sorry. Wagner's first made 3 of the ball game and his first attempt on 4, first make on 4 tries. Inside, Bama gets it to Sherrill, had it blocked from behind on a great play by Brazil, and the Hogs come the other way up 3.
Well, it looked like it was going to be an easy dunk for Aiden Sherrill. Beautiful pass, but Brazil with a great defensive play.
Razorbacks with it. Acuff, top of the arc. They'll flip it over to Richmond. Lefty jumper is good from 15 feet. Don't need to let them heat up.
Well, they're 2 non-shooters.
Yeah.
Need jumpers to start overtime.
That's tough. Driving, Phylon kicks it out to Reitzel. Top of the arc. Allen for 3. No good. Rebound tipped in by Sherrill. He tipped it over Brazil, who had better position, but he got it to go, and a huge tap in for Aiden to pull Bama back to within 3 with 3:40 to go.
Looks like he was just trying to keep that alive, and the ball ends up in the rim.
Acuff with the basketball. Acuff, top of the arc, flips it over to Brazil. Drives in, runner, no good. Rebounded Sherrill. Now to Allen, who gives it to Phylon. Bama down 3 with 3:20 to go. Phylon off of a screen, and a foul is going to be whistled on Thomas, and that is his 5th. 24 points, 6 rebounds, and now 5 fouls on Malik Thomas.
And that's what Nato's talked about after regulation going in to the overtime session is Arkansas's in foul trouble. They got 4 guys with 4 fouls. They're not nearly as deep a team as Bama. Hopefully that will be to the Crimson Tide's advantage. And with Malik Thomas going to the bench, good sign for the home team, and it'll send LeBaron Phylon to the line, a chance to cut into this 3-point lead. 2 shots coming up.
And Nick Pringle will check in to replace him, who has 4 fouls of his own. (100-97). Arkansas with the lead. We were tied at 95 at the end of regulation. Alabama was down 14 early in the second half, clawed back to take the lead by as many as 6 with 5:04 to go, but the Hogs hit a 3 with 15 seconds to go and held off Bama down the stretch to force OT, as LeBaron Phylon now has 31 points. Acuff now with 41 for the Razorbacks. Second free throw up, second free throw good, and the Tide is 2 within 1 as LeBaron matches his career best with 32. It's the second time this year he's done that. 100-99, Acuff on the drive, layup, missed, rebound, tip, no good, tipped again, claimed by Richmond. Around they go to Acuff near side, and a reset to 20 is now down to 14 for the Hogs. Acuff working against Reitzel, playing off of a screen, gives it off to Richmond, back in the corner, Brazil, down low to Richmond, a bounce pass to Pringle, saves it in the corner, a double team, Acuff, off balance 3, nearly banks it in, rebound claimed by Bama. Here comes the Tide, will run the other way with Phylon front court, trying to regain the lead with 2:35 to go. Phylon, back to Millett, come on Houston, bottom! Houston Millett, 102-100 Bama with 2:22 to go. What a time for your first points of the game for the senior.
And the unselfish play by LeBaron Phylon to find him.
Inside the runner, no good by Acuff, but a foul called on, I believe, Amari Allen. Again, play still buzzing from the bank first 3 hit by Houston Millett to give Bama the 102-100 advantage here in overtime. 2:13 to go. That was Bama's 9th three-pointer on 25 attempts. Arkansas has made 13 of 26, and Acuff continues to astound. 42 points. He's 4 of 4 now from the free throw line.
Talked about close to 30 NBA scouts are here at Coleman Coliseum, and a big reason why Darius Acuff. There's several future NBA players, but Acuff putting on a show.
Tied at 102, nearing the 2-minute mark of this second, or actually in overtime, the first OT. Phylon working top of the arc, working against Richmond, has it deflected into the hands of Allen. Back to Phylon, near side, deep three, missed it. Rebound, tip, fault for, high into the air, batted again, twice again. Sherrill outside, Reitzel three, no. Rebound claimed by Arkansas, and they call a foul on Houston Millette. You had Brazil simply losing his balance, but they called the foul on Houston Millette. Doug Shows with the whistle. And he did. He grabbed his jersey. Just barely. Just barely. He let him go, but Houston did grab just a little bit of the jersey. And I hate it, but it was the right call, in my opinion. A minute 43 to go.
And Alabama got a couple of great looks on that possession.
Free throw is good. Brazil used all the iron there, but made the front end of the 1-and-1, as that was the 9th team foul on Bama. Again, we're in overtime. 103 to 102, Arkansas with a minute 43 to go. Brazil trying to make it a 2-point Hog lead. Does it. Rebound claimed by Reitzel. Latrell, a great board, and Bama will come the other way. Latrell getting it front court for Alabama. Working against Brazil. Reitzel goes by him, goes to the rim, gets fouled. That's going to be 5 on Pringle.
That's a heck of a job by Latrell. Reitzel on both ends of the floor. Blocked out. Got the rebound. Thought he got fouled, but able to take Trevor Brazil one-on-one. The hesitation move got the big man off balance. Able to get back by him. Forced help to come. Nick Pringle a little late. A lot of contact. He'll foul out, and Latrell Reitzel with 2 big free throws coming up.
Well, we had senior day for Nick Pringle here 2 years ago, and now we're playing Hit the Road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, as he's fouled out wearing an Arkansas uniform.
A senior on Alabama's Final Four team 2 years ago is still in college basketball.
He is indeed, but he's done for this game anyway. A minute 30 to go in OT. It's 103 to 102. Arkansas with the lead at the moment. Latrell Reitzel Jr. going to the line to shoot 2. Where the senior for the Tide, who has only 6 on the day and is just 1 of 2 from the free throw line, has a chance to give Bama the lead.
And just 1 of 5 from deep. It's been hot from the 3-point line, but hasn't gotten it going in this one, and continues to struggle.
He had that one rim out. Come on, Trelly for the tie, bottom. 103-103. Alabama is 9th to make that 20 of 26 from the charity stripe. Arkansas 10 of 12. Acuff defended by Allen out high. Acuff trying to drive, stopping, backing it out. Now has it beyond the arc. Acuff going left, a runner off the glass, no good, but they call the foul on Amari, and that's going to be his second. Acuff sold that one well.
Has the ability, a lot like LeBaron Phylon, to jet past the defender and then kind of put on the brakes a little bit, enough to draw contact, which he did against Amari Allen. He is better than advertised. We thought he'd come in as one of the best freshmen in the country, and he has looked like the best player in the country here tonight.
Had that one roll around and fall through. Thought it was going to fall off the rim, but it dropped. Now this one to give Arkansas a 2-point lead, and he hits it.
Acuff has 45 points.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Here comes Alabama the other way. Wrightsell to Philon. 1:05 to go. Need a bucket. Down 2. Philon to his left. Working now into the corner. Allen. Amari going left. Cut off on the baseline and a foul called on the floor. And that's going to send him to the line to shoot 2 with a chance to tie. He's 3 of 4 on the day, as that's going to be just the second personal on Malik Ewan. Two big free throws for the freshman from Green Bay, Wisconsin. First one's perfect. 105, 104.
Done a little bit of everything in this game. Now 18 points, 11 rebounds, couple of assists. Nice job defensively, especially in the second half.
And just 2 of those boards coming in the second half or since halftime. Second one up. Second one's perfect as well, and we're tied at 105. 54.5 seconds remaining. Clock starts. Here comes Acuff bringing it front court with now under 50 to go. Acuff defended by Philon, the 2 stars of the day. Now it's Allen picking him up. They throw it into the corner. 3. Wagner short. Rebound tipped. Controlled again by Sherrill. Bama with the ball and a chance to take the lead. About a 6-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Philon front court. 17 to shoot. 23 to play. Philon still working against Richmond. Goes to his right. Driving. Flipping it out. Into the corner. Allen goes back to Wrightsell. Driving, stopping, spinning. Allen 3, no good. And a shot clock violation. 6 seconds to go, and Arkansas will likely get the final opportunity, and they will use a timeout right here.
Wrightsell got in the lane. The defenders scattered. He was trying to pass out, should have taken the floater. And Bama ends up.
In the last 2 minutes, we have to put the exact time back on when the shot clock violation occurred.
Likely no less than 6. And again, a review brought to you by Bromberg's, Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler. Luttrell didn't expect the defender to sag off of him when he stopped in the paint. And he was open.
When the shot clock violation occurred, 7.3 will be on the game clock.
Plenty of time
yeah.
for Arkansas getting downhill with their guards. You know where John Calipari's going to go. Darius Acuff. Alabama's got to figure out a way to deny him the ball, possibly double team him. Get the ball out of his hands. Can't let Darius Acuff beat you. If somebody else does, you got to live with it. But Acuff, 45 points in this game. That is where John Calipari is going to go. No secret. Let's see how Bama defends.
Teams still surrounding their respective head coaches.
And also you have to defend without fouling.
Yep.
Both teams in the double bonus. Any bump, any hand check, any foul sends Arkansas to the line for 2 with a chance to win this game.
Oh yeah, they're 9 minutes into the Arizona BYU game, so you know they don't want this one to go more than 1 overtime. So don't be shocked if you get a whistle if you look at them too long. Acuff's phenomenal, 45 points. I don't think we've seen anybody have more against us, have we, since you and I have been doing this?
I don't know, kind of thinking about Chris Jackson. That was before our time, but we haven't seen a performance like this in decades.
So,
Acuff bringing it in. He's going to try to get it back.
He is. 7.3 to go. He'll inbound it. He does so to the big man, and they'll give it back to him. Acuff at 5, at 4, at 3, at 2. Acuff at the buzzer. It's no good. The tip wouldn't go, and we are indeed headed to double overtime. We dodged a bullet on the jumper and the putback attempt, I believe, from Brazil.
That wouldn't have counted.
It would not, but it sure would have stunk because we'd have had to wait and watch.
But the mid-range jumper from Darius Acuff, one of the few mid-range jumpers he's missed in this game. My goodness, what an incredible game. Bama gets a huge stop, and thankfully, we're in double overtime.
Back in 1 minute, 105-105 at the end of the first OT here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Planet Fitness has everything you need anytime the motivation hits, so you can give everything you've got. With most clubs open 24 hours, you've got access to our best-in-class equipment to tackle early morning reps, late-night miles, and every workout in between. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 27th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Well, we've done this before. Bama 105, Arkansas 105. Overtime number 2. Roger Hoover hustled back down to the Bama bench.
Yeah, once again, a really spirited huddle for the Crimson Tide as they get set for this second overtime. And again, very similar to the huddle leading into the first overtime, talking about the situation of the game, rehashing everybody with Arkansas, who's at 4 fouls or into foul trouble, and then just going over personnel once again, and once again trying to find a way to slow down Acuff in this ball game. But very businesslike huddle once again, Brian, for the Crimson Tide as we get set for overtime 2.
Yeah, one thing to consider here in double overtime, fast-paced game, incredible game, by the way. Alabama's a deeper team. Arkansas's had a couple of guys foul out, and they're not deep anyway. Aiden Sherrell's got 4. Alabama in pretty good shape other than that.
Yeah, that's going to say the one place you're not deep, though, is in the post, but not a traditional look anyway. We can play 5 guards better than anybody, as now Richmond has it between the circles, comes near side to Acuff, to Richmond again. Richmond. They sag off him, go to Acuff, far side, defended by Allen. Up top, Brazil, flips it over to Acuff. Bullet pass down low. Richmond lays it in for 2. They got a nice backdoor look there for the open layup. A little pressure in the backcourt, but not much. Just a token look by Arkansas as Bama brings it ahead. Holloway now to Phylon. LeBaron to his right, stops, kicks it in the corner. Allen. Amari wanted to drive, couldn't. Now he will go to the baseline. Gets bumped a little, got caught in the air and threw it away. It's twice he's done that. Now here comes Richmond, driving through, laying it up, missing it. Rebound claimed by the Hogs, though. On the baseline, they throw it away. Allen with a steal. He got it back for Bama. Now a chance to tie with 4 minutes to go in the second OT. Phylon in the paint. Drives it near side. Driving it Holloway to Sherrell. He'll lay it up, missed it, got it back, and got fouled. That's not an and one, unfortunately, but he did get fouled. That looked like dead legs right there.
Well, he hesitated because the shot blocker was coming, ended up getting a piece of it, got it back, but not before the foul. That's one that wish they wouldn't have blown the whistle. It was a right call, but he'll have to earn them at the line. Beautiful pass from Aiden Holloway. The wraparound to Aiden Sherrell.
Sherrell hits the first, 107-106. Arkansas, the 1-point lead, 3:49 to go. Trying to tie it here in the second overtime period. 3:49 to play, and he does. Alabama 24 of 30 from the free throw line. Arkansas 12 of 14.
Aiden Sherrell 24 and 13 in this game.
Richmond and a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. They're going to get Latrell Reitzel for a hold on Acuff. And that's going to send Acuff to the line to shoot 2 more. He's 7 of 7. And on Reitzel, that'll be his 4th, I believe.
Well, on the replay, Latrell Reitzel held Acuff, and Acuff held Reitzel.
Yeah.
And they get Trelly for the foul.
That's just his third, not his fourth. Free throw short by Acuff, his first miss of the night. Hope his shoulder is exhausted.
Listen, I hope this Arkansas team is exhausted.
Yep.
Because Alabama has a depth advantage.
Free throw up, free throw, rattled around and fell through. He got 1 of 2. It's 108-107 with 3:40 to go. Bama basketball down 1. Holloway front court, gives it off left side, Phylon. Back up top to Holloway. Aiden working against the defender, gives it to Sherrell now, top of the key. Sherrell going to his left. Cut off, picks it up, hands it off to Phylon. LeBaron, 12 to shoot. Phylon with it out high, playing off a screen from Reitzel. Drives into the lane, got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. And on Richmond, that's going to be his 5th.
And that wasn't a great-looking offensive possession for Alabama, but when you have a great player like LeBaron Phylon, late shot clock situation, spread the floor, make something happen. He got past Richmond. A little bit of contact, put both hands on him. That's going to be a foul, and another Razorback goes to the bench.
And coming in for him, apparently, is going to be Jaden Karulachwa. It's going to be only the 8th game in which he's appeared. He's averaging 3 total minutes per game. He's only scored 3 points on the year, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. For that young man again, Jaden Karulachwa. He's a sophomore from Sun Valley, California, played at Village Christian High School, 6'4", 105 or 195. 6'4", 105. That'd been fun. 6'4", 195, and a sophomore for the Hogs.
LeBaron a chance to get a career high, had 32 against Mississippi State earlier in the year. He's got 32 now on 10 for 18 from the field, 9 for 11 from the free throw line. A couple big ones coming up.
Yep, it was the right call. You know, he really got fouled by 2 different guys. I mean, Wagner got him. Could have been his 5th, but they called the foul on Richmond first. Either way, Arkansas's got a guy out, but I'd rather have Richmond gone than Wagner, even though Wagner's hit a big 3 in this game late.
Billy Richmond may be Arkansas's best defender. He's matched up on LeBaron Phylon, so that is bigger on Alabama's offensive end of the floor.
The foul was taken away from red 24 and put on red 21. Red 21 has fouled out.
Again, Richmond, a better defender, 20 points and 6 rebounds. Wagner only 8 points, but 5 assists and 2 steals in 35 minutes.
Yeah, I thought the foul was Richmond before Wagner came in and reached in.
Yeah.
But regardless, it'll be LeBaron Phylon at the line for 2.
And regardless, it's Jaden Karulachwa who comes in for the player who's fouled out for the Hogs. Phylon, 2 free throws. First one rolls off. He had to wait almost 2.5 minutes to shoot that first one. On your watch, not on the game clock. After all the confusion and Cal taking forever on purpose to make the substitution because he didn't have a timeout.
And he's also played 38 minutes in this game.
Oh, Phylon hits 1 of 2. The second one hung on the rim and fell. Acuff with 47 minutes to go with 46 points. Phylon 33 points in 38 minutes. Acuff with the basketball. We're tied at 108. 3 minutes, 5 seconds and ticking time left in the second OT. Richmond kicks it near side. Karulachwa stopping, looking, back to Richmond. He'll throw it down low. Catching it and laying it in was Trevin Brazil. 110-108, Arkansas with the lead. Bama, though, with the ball. Phylon with 2:45 to go. Works to the wing, goes to his right. Drives, stops, up and under, left-hand shot blocked. They're going to call goaltending on the shot. They want to review this one, which is really buying another timeout for John Calipari. Here's the deal. The ball was on its downward flight. I don't think it was going to get to the rim. Maybe he would have. Another review brought to you by Bromberg's. It's Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler. If that's the case, it's a jump ball, right? And Bama has the arrow. That's going to be really close. It was called basket interference on the floor.
And that's the first angle looked like a good block. The second angle looked like it was on its way down. That's close.
Tough either way.
Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised with whatever they decide on this one. And is it Alabama's possession?
The arrow looks like it's this way.
Yeah.
Just looking at the arrow down on the floor.
After video review, the basket interference goaltending is confirmed. 2 points.
That's huge because it does count, but you also keep the arrow in your favor.
Yeah, like I said, clearly a goaltending.
Yeah, exactly. Well put.
I thought both of the goaltending calls were so close, and I think in both cases, it's the call on the floor. Is there enough to overturn it? Probably not. Stay with it. A big bucket for Alabama to tie this game. And defensively, Alabama's had a couple breakdowns with guys at the rim, whether it's Billy Richmond or Trevin Brazil. At the rim, Bama's so concerned with Darius Acuff, and understandably so. He's got 46 points in this game, but you can't allow offensive players in red to break free for layups, which Alabama's given up a few of those here lately.
They're trying to get everything correct, including the time on the clock. 2:40 is what they've got at the moment. And I think we're going to stay with that. Doug Shows at the scores table along with Don Dickey, and also,
by the way, all right, 2:40 to play, double overtime.
Don Dickey.
Correction with the review. The ball was going up, no basket. Because no one had possession of the ball, we go with the alternating possession arrow, which will favor Alabama. So it'll be Alabama's ball with 16 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, my goodness.
How can you overturn what you've already stated was the call on the floor? Unbelievable. So 110-108, Bama ball underneath. Inbounds goes to Allen. Amari at the elbow, threw it back door, pump fake once, spinning, pump fake, shot, up and good, finally, by Aiden Sherrill. I didn't think he was ever going to let it go from 2 feet, but he finally did, and we're tied at 110.
Almost got a 3 seconds, wanted to kick it out to LeBaron Phylon, thought better of it, and able to finish.
Acuff to Richmond, 15 feet out, jumper pops out, no good, and Bama can take the lead with 2:12 to go. Holloway front court with it, Aiden still with it, playing off a screen, goes to his right, kicks it to Phylon, to Sherrill, back to Phylon. He'll go left, he'll go to the rim, puts it up left hand and got it to go. He willed that one in. LeBaron Phylon Jr. now with 35, and Bama leads by 2 with 1:50 to play.
Had a 6'11" shot blocker on his hip, put on the brakes, used his body off the glass and in.
We're in the second overtime. Acuff stopping on the near wing, flips it out, gets it back. Acuff working against Holloway, lets it fly, They call a foul on Aiden. The shot did not go, but they're going to give him 3 free throws. First personal on Aiden Holloway, and Bama fans are going nuts as they showed the replay once. Couldn't tell from the most recent angle. Nate Oates is livid after seeing the first one. We should tell on this review. Bryan, he never touched him, I don't think. First free throws up, and good. Second free throw up and good. Tough whistle there, I believe, from Don Daly. Third one for the lead, and it's good. They were gifted 3, and they took advantage of it. 1:30 to go, 113 to 112. Just part of playing through adversity. Holloway on the drive. He got fouled, and he'll go to the line. Or is it an and one? Nate Oates wants the continuation. Will they give it to him? Oh, Doug Schau says no.
Oh.
A year ago, there's no question. What about now? 5 now, we do know that, on Richmond. Right call or not? Again,
he picked up his dribble. He's going into the motion.
So Richmond, the defender, fouls out with 5.
Yeah, I think that should be an and one.
Here's one reason why. You just gave them 3 on a questionable call on the other end. I mean, common sense tells you you got to work through it. It is, I know.
Yeah.
But normally they help each other out. Ugh.
By the way, what a game.
Unbelievable. Both sides.
Unbelievable. 113-112. Alabama trying to tie this game and take the lead with a couple free throws coming up from Aiden Holloway. 2 of the best offenses in college basketball. A lot on the line in this game. And it has lived up to and exceeded expectations.
Dang, Cal, you ain't got a Smith or a Jones on the bench. You can throw in Elmir Joffich is checking in. He and Karulatois are the ones that are seeing their first action in second OT. Holloway, first of 2, up and good. And we're tied at 113 with 1:23 to play. Trying to give Bama the lead once again. And he does. Houston Millette coming in to replace Holloway.
Alabama a little more size, a little better defender in Houston Millette.
And a guy who's already made a big 3. I don't remember which. Was it in the first OT? I guess it was. It was huge at the time. Gave Bama the lead.
It'll be Reitzel guarding Acuff.
It will be indeed. Reitzel on Acuff, trying to set a screen for him. The switch now to Allen. Acuff still with the ball. Allen defending. He throws it towards the rim. They miss the lob. Bama claims it. And now, with 1:03 to go, can make it a 2-possession lead. It would take a 3 to do so, but they're up 1 now. Filine trying to drive, cut off. Looks back in the corner. Come on, Houston. Oh, he did it again! Millette with his second overtime 3, and Bama leads by 4. Again, I'll say it. Oh, mercy! Houston Millette.
What a play by Houston Millette. He comes in for defense, but has the ability to hit big shots. His second huge 3 of the game. Arkansas so aware of LeBaron Filine and the unselfishness of Filine finding Millette. Filine with his 7th assist and a huge 3 by Houston.
Oh, man, I hope his dad's listening. I know he's watching. Ain't a better kid on the planet. He's hit 2 threes, his only points of the game, 1 in the first OT, another here in the second, and with 46.4 seconds remaining, a massive make right there for the Tide.
And we had a chance to catch up with Houston's dad before the South Carolina game, and you talk about a proud father.
As he should be.
He should be.
And that's before you ever get to the basketball conversation.
That's just a bonus.
That is indeed.
And what a play. Now, Alabama's got to get a stop.
They do.
And Darius Acuff, playing like Chris Jackson in the 80s and early 90s, has 49 points in this game. Arkansas with all kind of foul trouble. You know where the Razorbacks are going to go. It's Darius Acuff, and it'll be Latrell Reitzel matched up with him. But Arkansas's brought ball screens to try to get Reitzel off. Bama was some versatile defenders on the floor.
Acuff with it, flips it over left side, Brazil. He'll drive to the rim, and that was emphatic as he threw it in to make it a 2-point game. 117-115, 35 seconds to go. Be smart.
10-second disparity between shot and game clock.
Shot clock at 17, game clock 27. Phylon with it. Off the screen from Sherrill. Weaves through traffic, gets downhill. Throws it left side, Millette. 7 to shoot. To Allen now at 3, at 2, at 1. It is no good. Rebound claimed by the Hogs. 8 seconds. 7. Acuff at 6. Acuff driving to the lane. Off the window, no. Put back, no. 2 seconds. 1. Buzzer. Ball game. And hallelujah. Let's get out of here. Alabama wins it. As phenomenal a regular season game as you will ever see in 2 overtimes. Alabama hangs on by the skin of our teeth and wins it. 117-115 is your final. But it's 117 for Alabama, 115 for the Hogs. Alabama with the victory improves to 19-7 overall, 9-4 in the league. The same record for the Hogs in conference play, and also 19-7 overall. Post game in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big tried and true advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators, to large agricultural equipment, they've got serious game. Plus, the tried and true Tri-Green team is always there when you need an assist. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, Let's go places. Lease a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $289 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through March 2nd, 2026. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $42.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Bama fans, why wait to start your college journey? With the University of Alabama Early College, high school students can earn college credit from UA now, online or on campus. Students are eligible after completing the 9th grade with a 3.0 GPA or higher. Thousands of students across Alabama and the United States are already part of the Crimson Tide tradition. So don't just cheer for the Tide, join it. UA Early College. Legends start here. Visit earlycollege.ua.edu to learn more. Roll Tide.
Nobody beats the Tide on the court, and nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Roll Tide.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Welcome to the Regions Postgame Show on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Get your University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today.
Roll Tide and welcome back to Coleman Coliseum. After a grueling 50 minutes of basketball, 2 overtimes, Alabama's your winner, 117-115 in a top 25 showdown against the Arkansas Razorbacks. Roger Hoover, glad to welcome you to the Regions postgame show. Put an extra Roll Tide in your wallet with the University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card. Order at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, the official bank of the SEC. Bryan, Passink, a deep breath, but what a thriller we just witnessed in this building.
An absolute classic. One of the best college basketball games you'll ever see. The game of the year, in my opinion, in the sport of college basketball. We thought before the game we would have a classic. 2 of the most exciting teams in the country, 2 of the best backcourts in the country, 2 of the best players in the country in LeBaron Philon and Darius Acuff Jr., and everything lived up to it, and then some exceeded all expectations. And fortunately, the good guys won. But even as we talked about throughout halftime, you just got to sit back and appreciate what we just watched. It was an incredible game, highly competitive, highly entertaining. The college basketball world was watching, and Alabama was able to get a huge victory. This is a big game, by the way, not just entertaining and well played, but this is a big game for Alabama to move into second place in the SEC and trying to get a double bye in the SEC tournament, trying to get a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. There was so much on the line in this game, and what an incredible matchup. And Bama able to come back from 14 down and beat a super talented and great team in Arkansas. And what a player in Darius Acuff Jr. Alabama had no answers for him throughout most of the game, had 49, but in the second half in overtime, the Razorbacks didn't have many answers for LeBaron Philon. It was an incredible performance by both of those guys and several of their teammates.
Philon leads the way for Alabama, 35 points in this ballgame. He's our Texaco star of the game. Unbeatable shots, unbeatable plays, and the unbeatable mileage with Texaco with Techron. But a huge tip of the cap to him. And then, as you mentioned, to Acuff as well. 49 points for the Razorbacks, knocking down 6 3-pointers. And at the end, Alabama got the stop against him to make sure this one went in the win column.
You know what? He needed 51, and he only had 49. Had the floater that would have tied the game, sending it possibly to a third overtime. Alabama able to get the stop, couple of putback opportunities. No good for the Razorbacks. And what an incredible game finish. And how about Houston Millett? I mean, only 6 points, but both of them enormous. Alabama, I think it was, I can't remember if it was regulation or overtime, without the 3 he made, critical at that time to send the game, I think, into overtime. And then late in the game, LeBaron Philon had a couple of defenders on him. He finds Houston Millett, who's in there because of defense, his ability to knock down shots, no hesitation, even though he only got up 3 shots in the game, hits the dagger that ultimately wins it for Bama.
Huge moment as the Crimson Tide win in 2 overtimes, 117-115, the final score in Tuscaloosa. We're just getting started with the Regions postgame show. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Barkley makes it easy.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Crimson Tide fans, this season don't lose out on your home comfort. Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics and has been delivering the highest standards in home comfort across Birmingham for over 60 years. If you're looking for a great team and elite service from a quality company that cares, you can't miss with Brown in Birmingham. Score big this year with Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit brownheatingandcooling.com/specials to save on your next service. Roll Tide!
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories with 3 great locations around campus to serve you in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryan Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
Domino's delivers game day across Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area. Locally owned in Tuscaloosa for 30-plus years, the team at Domino's is proud to be a supporter of Alabama basketball and athletics across the capstone. Domino's would like to thank our customers for supporting our local business for over 30 years. Make Domino's your choice on game days year-round. Domino's is proud to deliver your Alabama Crimson Tide game days anytime. Just visit RollDomino's.com. Thanks for your business and Roll Tide.
Every assist to the game is presented by Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Spice up your favorite recipes with Baumhauer's famous signature sauces, including hot sauce, sweet Thai chili, white barbecue, and Jamaican jerk sauce. Baumhauer's legendary sauces, now available in grocery stores all throughout Alabama. You can also order online at baumhauers.com. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, legendary food, legendary fun. We had some legendary fun tonight with Alabama winning by 2 points over Arkansas in double overtime. 117-115 is the final score. And Brian, I almost feel silly asking you what the turning point of the game is. Brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers or explore sctoyota.com today. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. This was like a Russian novel with all the twists and turns we had over the last 50 minutes.
It was incredible. What a game. And we thought we were going to see that. We did. Didn't expect Alabama to be down 14 points at home, but that's where we were. And talking to Nate Oates at halftime, he described the first half defensive performance as a total disaster, and it wasn't much better coming out of halftime. Arkansas down up 14, and we've talked about it throughout this game and this season. Alabama is so good offensively that if they could put stops together, they can come back and beat pretty much anybody if they get it done on the defensive end. And it just took about a 2.5-minute scoring drought where Alabama got it done defensively, made things very difficult on the Razorbacks for that stretch about midway through the second half. And Alabama was able to get out, get rolling, get some stops, get this crowd into the game. The crowd was incredible here tonight, and the momentum completely shifted. And it wasn't because Alabama's offense got going. The offense was consistent throughout. Bama was down 10 at halftime, shooting over 50%, scoring 47 points, but was down double digits. It was defense that got it done in that stretch. Now you say, Bama gave up 115 points. You're talking about defense. Well, wasn't a lot of defense, but just enough to get Alabama over the hump and get back in this game, get the crowd into it. They had no answers for LeBaron Philon. Now, on the flip side, Bama didn't have any answers for Darius Acuff, but was able to get stops at critical times, big shots late by Houston Millette. And even though we've talked a lot about the matchup between LeBaron Philon and Darius Acuff, what a performance by Aiden Sherrill. He was terrific in this game. 26 points, 13 rebounds. His interior defense and rebounding late at critical times was so important in this game. I thought he and Amari Allen were huge. And this was, it reminded me of the Alabama-Arkansas games of the early 90s with Wimp Sanderson and Nolan Richardson, 40 minutes of hell with all the pros on both sides. And this was high level. And Alabama fortunate to get a win, a huge win for the Crimson Tide here at home. And hopefully the momentum will continue on Saturday in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that as we say goodbye to you at this portion of the Regions postgame show. I mean, 5 wins in a row, but to really keep it going, got to have a great effort against LSU.
Yeah, and hopefully this team will get some rest. Played a lot of minutes, double overtime, an emotional victory against a really good Arkansas team. And LSU's been good at home. They played well there. Not one of the better teams in the SEC from a record standpoint, but a team that is capable of playing with and beating some of the top teams in the league. Alabama's got to be ready to go on Saturday against LSU.
We look forward to it. Safe travels, Bryan. Roll Tide.
Looking forward to it. Roll Tide.
That's Bryan Passink and Roger Hoover. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Tournament season is nearly upon us, and every tip-off deserves a toast with Evan Williams Bourbon. Whether you're raising a glass before the game, enjoying it with your favorite game day spread, or celebrating a double overtime win, it is always the right pour. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle for your next game day. Evan Williams, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky. 43 to 45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Enjoy Evan Williams responsibly. Crimson Tide will enjoy this one, a double overtime win over Arkansas, 117 to 115. The final score. When we come back, Tom Stipe will take our final look at the Alabama Power scoreboard update as we celebrate a win for the Crimson Tide against the Razorbacks. This is the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.